her opponent this evening from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing 138 pounds, BAMBI!
Oh, no, Joe. This, you know, she just likes to make me, she is so inordinately, unusually happy all the time. BAMBI is so cheerful that it just
that's the way she looks at life. That's the way they are down in Georgia. She is just enjoying life, and she loves being in the ring and wrestling. She loves being around her fans here in the LPWA. She's one of the most respected and most loved wrestlers in the LPWA. She has every right to be happy. And she has gotten an opportunity to show us against magnificent Mimi that she can hold her own. So therefore...
Well, I'm not interested in whether she holds her own or somebody else's. The point is, she's Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs' favorite wrestler.
That's right.
And she's going to have a Foggy Mountain breakdown here in this match against CANDI DEVINE, who is also from the South. She's from Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
Stereo. Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA. So if anything, she should have been the one coming out to the music instead of BAMBI.
Well, right now she has got a wrist lock and uses the hair to pull down. Now, the referee didn't see it, but our camera angle showed it. But, of course, CANDI DEVINE denying that she pulled her down by the hair, but we all saw it.
I didn't see it. I'm just being honest with you, Joe. I'm not trying to get on you, Joe.
And there it happens again. She pulls her down. That time, the camera angle didn't show it, but BAMBI is claiming once again that she pulled her down by the hair.
We've been too argumentative lately, Joe. We need to be nicer to each other. And I'm just saying, she didn't use the hair. CANDI DEVINE.
Oh, now that time we saw it just plain as day.
Wait.
And now BAMBI says, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pulls down CANDI DEVINE, and now one arm drag. There's another arm drag, and she's got DEVINE down on the mat now. And of course, DEVINE claiming she pulled her hair.
I saw it.
I did too.
Well, there you go.
What's
BAMBI's
good for the goose is good for the gander.
We're not talking about geese or ganders here. We're talking about lady wrestlers. And she pulled CANDI DEVINE's hair. That's what I'm saying.
Don't deny it. I agree wholeheartedly.
Thank you. I'm glad we agree.
Oh, now stomp right to the face.
Well, CANDI DEVINE, she's showing that she can more than hold her own. Against BAMBI, a vicious double chop right to the chest. Takes BAMBI down, a sledge across the back. She's continuing the punishment. CANDI DEVINE, we've seen her before, and she is one tough lady.
Well, she's one of the top lady wrestlers in the world. She wrestles, of course, in Japan. She just got back from a tour of Europe, where she was in the finals of a big ladies tournament over in Europe in Austria. And now she has come back to the LPWA, and her first match that we've seen in a while now, she is taking on BAMBI. And I think she's out to show us that she is ready to take on. Now, look at this, though. Almost a roll-up, and BAMBI almost got the 3 count on that one. I think that one took CANDI by surprise.
I'll tell you, CANDI DEVINE now on the defensive as BAMBI has mounted an attack and goes behind with the rear chin lock. CANDI DEVINE was telling me about her European tour, very successful. She came up, she told me she spent 2 weeks in Greece. I said, I've been in a little hot water here lately myself. But right now, BAMBI is staying on top of her, trying to cut off that flow of oxygen to the brain, which got a beautiful mare.
Absolutely. Beautiful move by CANDI DEVINE. I've always said that CANDI is one of the better wrestlers in ladies wrestling. Unfortunately, she uses tactics like that.
Effective tactics.
Well, but she yanked her hair. I mean, she pulled her around by the hair and slammed her head. There's a noggin knocker.
Now let's not talk about noggin knockers on this show. But the match has stayed nip and tuck so far through the whole contest. CANDI DEVINE and BAMBI, with DEVINE right now maintaining control with her own version of the rear chin lock. And once again, oh my God, she snapped her neck and at the same time brought her over. BAMBI fighting to, you know, when BAMBI hears these cheers from the crowd, she starts firing up, and that's exactly what seems to be happening. The people are on BAMBI's side, but DEVINE's still on top of the situation.
Well, not right now. Look at that beautiful move. Now it's a matter of strength. Will BAMBI have the power to pull her over? She gets her over, but CANDI DEVINE able to slip out, so she gets out of that pinning situation. But I think she has got BAMBI a little bit, well, we said miffed a while ago. I think everybody is miffed today.
Oh, point of the elbow right to the sternum. That should have been investigated by the referee. Count of 2, but DEVINE powers out. BAMBI going back now. A big scoop and a full body slam. BAMBI taking it to CANDI DEVINE. DEVINE seems to be unable at this point to come out with any kind of offense. Beautiful clothesline.
Now BAMBI just got DEVINE down. This is where she should be going for a pin, and she is. 1, 2, and Divine kicks out right at the 2 count. And now Divine is the one that is in control of the match, throws Bambi in, and now her version of a clothesline.
You got to admire these ladies' cardiovascular conditioning as well.
One more time, Candy says.
They've been going full tilt through the whole match. She missed it.
Well, she said one more time. She telegraphed that move to Bambi. Bambi knew what was coming, and Bambi as much as said, you know, Candy, if you tell me what you're going to do, I'm going to counter it. And now, Bambi 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in the head, 6, 7, 8. The crowd counting along 10 times.
Right on the ear, too. Now, Bambi sends her corner to corner, but Candy reverses it. Candy going into the turnbuckles, but she missed it. Wait a minute.
Here it comes. That's it. The Georgia Bulldog right there from Bambi. And that wraps up this one. You can put it away. A 3 count, and the Georgia Bulldog wins it for Bambi over Candy Divine.
As the winner of the bout, Bambi!
Well, you know, she calls that move the Georgia Bulldog after her favorite football team. And this time it put away one of the top wrestlers in the
Fans, this bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 165 pounds from North Minneapolis, Minnesota, Dangerous Denise Storm. And her opponent this evening, from Portland, Oregon, weighing 148 pounds, TERRI Power.
There she is, the Tower of Power, taking on and a lady whose name I will never forget, Denise Storm.
Well, if we can just delay for maybe a moment or two your excessive lusting after TERRI Power, I want to make note that Denise Storm, we have heard so much about this young lady. She is a tremendous wrestler, a tremendous athlete. Look at her, and also has a tremendous attitude as well. She is going to take TERRI Power to the limit, and I think, as you can see from the size and the way that Denise Storm is built, that we may have found a match for the powerhouse of the LPWA, TERRI Power.
Well, Denise seems to be very confident at this point, I will say that.
She's not conceited, she's just convinced. If she's convinced that she can take TERRI Power, she's got good height, she's got a good physique, and she has dumped TERRI Power with 2 big body slams so far, and now telling the people here in Laughlin, Nevada, just exactly what else she's going to do to the powerhouse. Would you quit drooling and dribbling, please, Joe? I'm afraid you get in our TV equipment. You'll electrocute us. TERRI Power ought to exhibit a little more scientific wrestling conduct in her attack here. She has broken every rule.
No, give me a break, James.
All right, what would you like?
Watching the same match?
What would you like broken? Your arms, your legs? What? No, come on, Joe. I'm being serious, man. TERRI Power's taking advantage of this situation. She's
taking advantage of having the superior strength. She has not done illegal moves unless it has been in retaliation. Denise Storm is the one that has been using all of the tactics, like right there, using the hair, pulling her hair back right in front of the referee.
2 wrongs don't make a right. Now, suppose TERRI Power was out there.
Yeah, see, a rake of the eyes.
Suppose TERRI Power was out at the airport. She was in the cockpit of that twin-engine Cessna that she flies around in her spare time, and all of a sudden another Cessna comes by and buzzes her. Does that give her the right to engage in a dogfight? No, because 2 wrongs do not make a right. I rest my case. Next witness.
You rest in peace.
Hey.
I mean, this is inside a wrestling ring, Jim, and yes, as a matter of fact, retaliation is a major part of professional wrestling here in the LPWA. And I'm sure that TERRI Power has retaliation for these type moves right here on her mind right now. Denise Storm misses with that clothesline. TERRI Power hits with a cross body block, and Storm able to kick out and giving Storm her due. She has been able to stand up to TERRI Power.
Look at that aggression. Look at that. She is taking the match to TERRI Power, kicking, stomping, throwing the hair back, trying to snap her neck. She is just
once again, she uses the hair to drive Power down to the mat face first.
Denise Storm, I've never seen anybody so far in the LPWA handle TERRI Power like Denise Storm has been able to. Now, that's just to say how good Denise Storm seems to be.
Well, she certainly has the upper hand even as we speak. But she had better be careful, because if TERRI Power gets a little bit
that's easy for you to say.
Off. No, it's not. Oh, beautiful neck breaker.
That's it, she said. It's over with. If Terry Power gets up from this, I'll be greatly surprised. Then she come out.
Not only did she come out of it, she powered her off. Storm now going up to that top rope. What's she going to do coming off the top rope? Very dangerous move. Comes off the top rope with a double sledgehammer right down on Power.
Brother, I tell you what, she hit her hard and she hit her heavy. Count of two, and Power comes out one more time. I don't believe she could absorb another blow like that. Denise Storm came right off that top rope halfway across the ring with the double axe handle. Now sends Power into the turnbuckles and she charges. Wait a minute, missed it.
Terry Power just fell down out of the way right at the right moment. And Denise Storm went running chest first into the turnbuckle. Came in and tried for another one of those sledgehammers, but Power was ready for her and used the foot. And there she does again, those strong legs.
It looks like Terry Power is firing up. Now she meets her with a right. Terry Power on the attack. Drives Denise Storm back into the corner. Joe. Oh!
Chops. There's two. You can hear him all the way over here, Jim. Takes and throws Storm into the corner. Comes in with a clothesline.
Boy, this Terry Power, not only a wrestler, but also a bodybuilder as well. She's really taking it to Denise Storm and showing that conditioning in effect.
And look at this. Now Storm powers out, but Power's just waiting. Denise Storm tried a very good move, tried a reverse spine breaker, but it did not work. And now Power's with a power slam.
Very good. Powers with a power slam. She ought to. Going for a side salto. Takes her down. Terry Power has just been tremendous in the last 45 seconds to 60 seconds of this contest. She absorbed a tremendous beating from Denise Storm, and Storm got the knees up. Don't think that Terry caught the full brunt of the knees.
No, I think she was able to move down, but it was able to stop her. But now what? Here goes Denise Storm up to that top rope again. She comes down with those axe handles again, and Power shook the ropes. Power, she was up there, and Terry Power shook the ropes, causing Storm to fall, and here it comes. Here's the Powerplex off that top rope. Storm is down. Terry Power has her covered. 1, 2, and 3. Denise Storm puts up a great fight, but in the end, it's the Powerplex that does it for Terry Power.
Here's your winner, Terry Power.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, if Denise Storm had been able...
48 pounds, ALVAREZ.
Alvarez.
Boy, the way it rolled right off Bill Anderson's tongue, you would think he was a native Spanish-speaking individual.
Well, we have a match of international proportions today on LPWA. We have got...
Let's leave these ladies' proportions out of this, Joe. Let's talk about the match.
Alvarez and Osaka, and the power of Alvarez there, showing that she can use that strength. And now a mare bringing over Osaka. And I am very excited because coming up, we have got the first appearance of the Queen and the Queen's Court. And I am so excited to find out. We will find out today who the Queen of Wrestling is. Beautiful powerbomb by Alvarez. And now she's trying to get the crowd to go along with her. They're not too happy. The crowd here seems to be behind Osaka.
You know, that was a Japanese move, a Japanese style move, and it was done by the Mexican lady. Hosaka always outweighed in the LPWA. She has to rely on speed and quickness, but this Alvarez is giving her everything and more in the way of quickness. So it could be that Hosaka has met her match in that respect.
All right, Osaka into the ring corner now.
Whoa, brother, right off. She swept that right into the chin.
It was a Savate-style kick, and now she throws Alvarez in. She comes over, a somersault right into an elbow. Beautiful move. I mentioned a few weeks ago she had been compared to the great Muta. And that's the kind of moves that we saw from the great Muta when he was visiting the States. And now Osaka has the upper hand. It's reversed. What is Alvarez? And look at that move. We've seen that move before from Osaka, and it works.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout, MALIA! With a 10-minute time limit, introducing first from Mexico, weighing 145 pounds, GATA! Her opponent this evening from Perth in Western Australia, weighing 125 pounds, She is the LPWA Ladies Champion Superstar, Susan Sexton.
Well, as you can tell, the fans of the LPWA really love the World Heavyweight Champion, Susan Sexton. She's one of the finest wrestlers in the LPWA.
Is that proper to say heavyweight when you're talking about a female division wrestler?
She is the ladies world champion.
Okay.
Is that better? Now, let me tell you something. We were told by our producers that we were going to see our first look of the Queen and her court here in the LPWA. I don't know about you, but I couldn't tell an awful lot.
I know who it is, and I want to tell you right here.
You know who that was?
Yes.
All I could see was a silhouette of some shadowy figures.
I know who it is. You want me to tell you? Let me tell you. Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know.
Obviously, you could see a lot more of those silhouettes than I could. I did notice, though, the Queen was wearing a crown or a tiara.
Tiara is what it's called. Obviously, the Queen had breakfast at Tiffany's.
The Beast, Ashley Kennedy, has challenged Susan Sexton for a title match. Recently, the Beast defeated Sexton in a non-title match. I'm sure that Susan Sexton, in the near future, is going to have to defend that title against the Beast, and I think that will be a match well worth looking forward to. Beautiful move on the part of the champion as she snap-mares the cat over, and now look at this. She's going in. Look at this move.
That's a Mexican-style move.
Well, she cut her down. 1, 2.
But she came out. She came out. She knew how to combat that because that was a Mexican-style move. Susan Sexton has wrestled all over the world. She was born, obviously, in Western Australia. She began wrestling when she was quite young, but did you know this, Joe? She quit wrestling at one point and moved to New York and started her own rock and roll band. Did you realize that? Sue Sexton and the Sizzlers. Did you know that?
No, I did.
As a matter of fact,
You're just an encyclopedia on these ladies.
I certainly am.
Big
bulldog. Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Did you hear that?
The move, knowing to use that elbow and then that chop, and the GATA now into the ropes. The champ waiting, and there it is. Now, that was not a kick. That was the front of the boot, and as you know, very legal. It's legal. It does the damage. There's a monkey flip right off the GATA. She goes down on her back. Susan Sexton goes down, grabs a leg. 2, 1, 2.
2, 1, 2. What is that, area code?
Leg 2. And then there was a...
Also, I see what you're saying, Joe.
Thank you.
Susan Sexton staying on Legata. And let's be obvious on the outset of it here. It appears that Susan Sexton's experience, her wrestling ability, is just too much for Legata. Legata's showing a lot of guts and fighting back, but Susan Sexton has controlled the tempo of this match. That's the mark of a champion. Got to give her credit for that.
Well, you know, you brought up the fact of the old Susan Sexton. The truth of the matter is, she has changed her attitude, but she still fights fire with fire.
Oh, right to the ear.
I mean, she still, if her opponent wants to wrestle like this, then Susan Sexton will follow like suit. And I think that we've seen that, some examples of that. She throws her into the ropes. There's a clothesline right below the neck. I think that might have knocked the wind out of Susan Sexton. Legata now showing off a little bit for the fans, throws Sexton into the ropes. Now here she goes. She's gone in with a knee. And now, see, this is what I'm talking about. She should be concentrating on the match, not waving out at the fans and saying, look what I did, because that is what might happen to you right later.
She tried to separate Legata's shoulder, pulling her up short when she went to buggy whip her into the turnbuckles. Now Susan Sexton once again going on the offensive. Does it again. She's trying to pull that arm right out at the socket, and it looks like it may be succeeding. You can see the pain through Legata's mask, for heaven's sake.
She throws Legata one way and then yanks another. And now Legata tries to reverse it, but Susan Sexton is waiting. Uses a fist. Let's be honest.
Maybe she learned something from Muhammad Ali somewhere along the way in all of her travels across the world.
All right, she's got her in a front face lock. Legata pulled her legs out from under her. Now Legata once again showing off for the fans, and she's got her foot right across the throat of the champion. The referee calling her off. But Legata now using the feet. And again, now look at this. Goes up, and she's talking to the fans. This is a waste right here.
Legata an error in judgment, because look at this, Susan Sexton.
This could be the electric chair.
That's what she calls it if she falls backwards with her opponent. Legata spending too much time trying to hot dog for the fans.
That's it. That's the current. The electric chair. 1, 2, and the sentence has been executed.
Fans, the winner of the bout, Superstar Susan Sexton.
That electric chair is shocking.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, there was no question, no matter who Susan Sexton's opponent was, once she had them strapped into the electric chair, it was all over. But for the counting of 3.
Denise Storm!
I think she's great. I really do.
And her opponent, she hails from Beverly Hills, California. At 110 pounds, she is Nasty Linda.
That's more your style, but I doubt you can handle it.
Certainly no graduate of any charm school. Nasty Linda is outweighed by Denise Storm by about 50 pounds. And if anybody can deal with that kind of a weight disadvantage, I've got to believe that it's Nasty Linda going against a relatively new Denise Storm, who has seen her share of action. Wow, Linda getting right in there, so to speak.
Maybe you could learn something there.
Snaps her right over. Grab of the hair. Linda's so aggressive. Ah! Wow! Almost right through the ropes. I assumed that Linda Dallas would get her licks in, but this kind of domination of Denise Storm is a real surprise. When you think of it, certainly you can't imagine a woman weighing 164 pounds would be this lithe and this athletic looking. And clearly Denise Storm has spent a lot of time in the gym and has done her road work, but right now it is not helping her.
She's done road work, but I don't know if it's this kind of road work she's been doing.
Well, Nasty Linda, one half of the Nasty Girls, completely dominating this Denise Storm. Wow, look at that.
Kind of reminds me of you, always letting somebody dominate you.
And again, well, I try so hard, but I just look into your eyes and I'm dominated. Now she is draped over the top ropes. Denise Storm, and whipped back, right on the back of her head.
Beautiful. I mean, look at the technical stuff she's doing to this girl.
Technical stuff?
Technical.
Tell me when you see Nasty Linda do a wrestling move.
That's all she's been doing. Are you watching your monitor, or are you watching somebody in the audience?
Somebody in the audience. There, I admit it. All right, now Linda, snap marriage with the help of the hair. Wow, into a reverse chin lock. Extremely painful on Storm.
Talking about wrestling moves, look at the shots you're calling. If they're not wrestling moves, then why are you calling them?
Well, that is certainly a wrestling move, a reverse chin lock. A form of it. You can see the pain evident in Storm's face. Oh, a real surprise. I thought Storm had a chance.
I thought that was her regular expression.
Well, it may be a permanent expression after Nasty Linda is done with it. Going to work on that one body part, as the Nasty Girls so often do. You're stunned. I know you are. You thought Denise Storm would have a better showing.
No, I knew Denise couldn't cut this.
Storm finally moved that left leg, but the damage has been done. Nasty Linda went flat on her butt. She's backed up against the ropes. The shoulders by the now dominating Denise Storm, who is towering over Nasty Linda.
Excuse me, I was trying to talk there. Come to think of it, I thought maybe you'd have a better showing.
Linda is whipped against. Don't answer that. Linda's whipped against the ropes. One of those clutching clotheslines. Storm could upset the Nasty Girl. And Linda powers out.
It's got to be the weakest Storm Nasty Linda's ever gone against.
A snap suplex. A tremendous move. She goes for the pin. Again, doesn't hook the leg though. You can see the frustration evident as she slams her hands on the mat. Storm now, down on her knees. She's back up to the vertical base.
Why do they call her Storm? She's like a drizzle.
Now Storm powers in those shoulders. And the Nasty Linda, if she can continue this, she will continue to dominate the match and beat the Nasty Girl. A clothesline. She goes for the pin. Again, no hook of the leg. I think that she's probably not as experienced as Linda Dallas, and that's showing. Dallas now whipped into the turnbuckle. Where is Storm? Oh! She goes face first. And Dallas goes for the pin. She hooks the leg. 2 and 3. That's it.
See what experience does for you. You can learn from.
Outweighed by more than 50 pounds, and Linda Dallas comes up with a win.
The winner of this match, Nasty Linda.
Ladies and gentlemen, this tag team bout is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first at a combined weight of 293 pounds. Both hail from Mexico, GATA and ALVAREZ. And their opponents this evening, First, from South Glens Falls, New York, weighing 118 pounds, Misty Blue Sims. And her tag team partner from Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing 125 pounds, Heidi Lee Morgan. Together, they are the LPWA Tag Team Champions, Team America!
An exciting opportunity to see the LPWA Tag Team Champions in action. Heidi Lee Morgan and Misty Sims, Team America, taking on a new team, actually new to the LPWA, but a very well-known team in Mexico and in South America, the team of GATA and ALMA Alvarez. They have held championships, as a matter of fact, in South America, so this should be a very exciting match. It should be a very fast-moving match, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you, if Team America had made one more loop around the ring, I think they'd have turned into butter. They were circling so fast I was getting dizzy watching them, but the Mexican girls here are going to make Team America even dizzier. Because, wait a minute.
There's an example of tag team champions. Beautiful moves by Heidi Lee Morgan. Not quite ready. GATA is not yet ready to go down.
Now, wait a minute, Joe. It's not supposed to be that way. The Mexicans are noted for their quickness, for their wild, incredible moves, for their running around the ring, confusing their opponents. Team America's not supposed to do it. The Mexican girls.
You just described the LPWA champions, Team America.
Oh, sorry.
Beautiful now. ALMA Alvarez, the member of this team with the, it looks like the power, as she goes for the more powerful moves. When GATA is in, she goes for the aerial moves. Heidi Lee Morgan now puts Alvarez down to the mat, goes over, and there is one of the signs of the tag team champions. Those quick tag in and tag out, and now Misty Blue Sims snaps Alvarez over. She's got her now. She's going to bring her up, and there is a quick suplex, and there you see Heidi Lee Morgan cheering on Misty Blue Sims out in the outside. She comes back and takes Alvarez into the ropes, throws her in, comes off, and a big double sledgehammer to the chest. Jim Cornette.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, quick tags from Team America, that is the mark of a successful tag team. You've got to keep the fresh man or woman in the ring at all times. And Team America, they are trying, I think, to take it to the Mexican girls. Look at this, another Mexican maneuver.
Yes.
Another Mexican
Beautiful move by Heidi Lee Morgan, and she could not bring Alvarez over, so she used a up and over to get the leverage, and then bam. But now we see GATA comes in and turns things around. Alvarez is in the ring. Now, wait a minute. There wasn't a tag. GATA shouldn't be in the ring right here. A double clothesline. The referee is trying to get Misty Blue out of the ring. In the meantime, the team of GATA and Alvarez double teaming. The referee should be counting right here. Morgan into the ropes, comes off. A big.
Well, you see, here's what's happened, Joe Pedicino. You see, Team America, they're noted for having been to Japan, having wrestled in Canada, and also in Mexico. They must have learned the Mexican style of wrestling, and that's what they were throwing back at GATA and Alvarez at the early part of the match. So as a result, GATA and Alvarez have turned to roughhouse tactics. They're fighting American style against Team America. Hey, makes sense to me.
Did you say that again?
No.
All right, you see right now Alvarez in the ring, and again, the referee has gone over talking to Misty Blue Sims to get Sims out of the ring, and it gives the Mexican team the opportunity to double team, and there's two boots right into the midsection, and this is the type move that can wear somebody like Heidi Lee or anybody down, is when both members of the opposite team are going to be taking advantage. Heidi Lee, though, comes back with a
Morgan, look at Morgan kicking the mat, slapping the mat. She needs to be doing that to her opponent. Morgan's got a gymnastics background, but she's also been a lady bodybuilder. Very athletic all of her career, all of her life, so now she's taking it back to GATA and makes the tag finally to Misty Blue Sims. Now we're going to see if Misty Blue can take over where Morgan has left off.
All right,
a little double team.
That's right. They've got that 5 count, and they're taking advantage. And the tag team champions are taking it right now to GATA. They get a 2 count. The crowd was going wild with USA, and that always seems to get the tag team champions going. There's a 2 count.
What do you expect them to say in Nevada? Mexico? Huh? Of course it's going to be USA. Point is now Team America is back in the driver's seat, switching off with the quick tags. Heidi Lee Morgan back in again. You know, she's been interested in wrestling all her life. Her father was a professional wrestler.
Now Alvarez comes into the ring and covers, and there's no way the referee's going to count.
Well, that's the way they do things in Mexico.
There was no tag. The referee has allowed it. Oh, no! Powerbomb! Alvarez Rose is not the legal person in the ring, or actually, I guess she is since the referee's leaving her in, but there was not a tag made. Now there's a
Well, the
tag.
referee obviously confused as everybody else is, can't figure out what's going on, and now they lock up again. And brother, this thing is just breaking down into a pure knee brawl, and I love stuff like this.
All four of the ladies.
There's a cat fight, because there's a cat fighting. Get it, Jim?
They switch it, and Team America driven into one another. Now that's one of the first times we've seen that move backfire. Now look, the Mexican team are down, and it's a robo. When was the last time you saw one of these, Jim Cornette?
It was back in Tennessee, about 1981, I think.
But Team America turns it around. The Mexican team got lax, and Team America turned it around, set up. Both of them used the fist, whatever it takes to get out of a situation like that. Heidi Lee Morgan up now with Legata, slaps her down to the mat. There's a tag, too. Misty Blue Sims is going to go to the top rope.
Yeah.
You know what this will mean? She comes off. There's that splash. Team America down. 1, 2, 3, and there's your winner, the team of Team
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout, the team of Misty Blue Sims from Big Springs, Texas, weighing 175 pounds, the Bad Girl. And her partner from Stamford, Connecticut, weighing 150 pounds, Black Venus. Fans, they are accompanied to the ring by their manager, Boogaloo Brown. Together they comprise the team of Bad, Black, and Beautiful.
Our first match today on this all-tag team edition of the LPWA pits the Mighty Mites.
Not only the Mighty Mites, but the brand new, improved,
That's right.
extra strength, no bleach added,
Well,
20
I
Mule
wouldn't go
Team
that
Mighty
far.
Mites.
Sweet Georgia Brown, one of the most impressive, smaller combatants in the LPWA. And there you see why. Just what we're saying. She is now teaming with Cindy Russo to make the new Mighty
Cindy
Mites.
Paradise. You got the other one on your mind.
That's right. Cheryl Russo was injured
Yes.
and is no longer wrestling. She has been, unfortunately, put out of wrestling forever and has been replaced by Sweet Georgia Brown.
I understand she's doing a lot of work for a firm in Nairobi now. Tent making firm. I don't know anything about it. Otherwise, it's a very interesting career change.
In the ring, the new Mighty Mite, Sweet Georgia Brown, has really taken it to Black Venus. I don't think Black Venus was expecting this. I think this version of the Mighty Mites is going to be the best one ever. These two ladies, I think, are going to mesh together. They're going to give some people a hard time in the LPWA.
Well, I'll tell you something about, you see, of course, Black Venus going for a clothesline there. Sweet Georgia Brown with a crossbody gets a count of 2, and Black Venus kicked out about the same time.
Yeah,
The Bad Girl helped her out a little bit. But what I was going to say was this Cindy Paradise and Sweet Georgia Brown, both of them, they may not be 500 pounds, but you think they are by the way they fight. They think they are. They think they're 7 feet tall and all over the ring all the time. They do everything that they can do to mount an effective offense against the girls that are so much bigger and so much stronger than they are.
Now they are taking it to the bigger team of Bad, Black, and Beautiful. As we said, it's all tag team action today on the LPWA. We're seeing the action. We're going to see Bambi and Hosaka take on the Nasty Girls a little bit later on the show. And then it looks like Team America has settled their differences. They are going to be on today's show. They will be taking on another good team in Candy Divine and Rusty the Fox Thomas.
Well, I
but
tell
it's
you,
good to see Team America back together, and evidently this problem from last week was able to be worked out, and I'm glad to hear it.
Heidi Lee Morgan really disappoints me. You know that? I thought she had more sense. What's Misty Blue going to do? Come out here and quit again? Maybe she won't even show up for the match this time. She's such a coward.
Hey.
She's yellow. That's what she is. Whoa! Black Venus into the turnbuckle. Cindy Paradise moved out of the way. But Paradise now waiting for her. That could have been one of those mistakes made from inexperience. She was waiting for her to come out. And I tell you right now, man,
I can't
well,
believe.
I can't say manhandling.
Well, I can't believe how the Mighty Mites have had the advantage in this match almost the entire time. and really, I think, doing very well against a team the size of Bad, Black, and Beautiful. But now they're in a dangerous position as Cindy Paradise is taking over in the BB.B's corner. And that's a very, very lethal place to be. Now, Bad Girl, as you can see, is living up to her name and being bad with Cindy Paradise. Oh, Paradise goes over the back, chases Bad Girl into the ropes, cuts off Rose.
She was just a little bit off on her leg. She couldn't roll up on top of Bad Girl.
Hold her open! Hold her open!
Couldn't get the pin. So, like I said, I made a deal with you before we went on the air today. You were talking about me and Candy Divine. It's a record thing. I'm going to talk about you.
There's absolutely no truth to me and Dr. Orga. And you say
He's got it.
Cindy Paradise, power slam, and right out of nowhere, a 3 count right there in the middle of the ring.
Fans, the winner of the bout, the team of Bad, Black, and...
Well, the fans really have taken a liking to Reggie Bennett.
Look at her. They're scared not to like her.
Well, her opponent is from Nashville, the Music City, USA, Candy Divine.
Candy Divine obviously has experience on Reggie Bennett, but Reggie Bennett, of course, with the size and the strength advantage. You know, while earlier before the program started taping today, while you were chatting up that girl over at the blackjack table, I took the opportunity to talk to Reggie Bennett. I found out a little bit about her background. You know that she, in addition to being a 10-year veteran of bodybuilding and powerlifting, has also done modeling, done commercials. She's been wrestling for 3 years. You know what her hobby is? She chases good-looking men. That's what she told me. And the horrible thing...
Jim Cornette.
Yeah, that's what she told me. The horrible things happen when she catches them. As a matter of fact, it's a strange muscle reaction. They're always smiling when they're delivered to the morgue. I don't know what it is. Some strange physiological response.
You know, sometimes when I'm here with you, I think about those things they say. The views of the announcers are not necessarily those of the LPWA. Jim Cornette, let's say this. Your imagination is the only thing I know more vivid than your imagination or your sports.
Well, speaking of vivid, that was a vivid escape from that head scissors, and it may be only partially imagination. You never know, so you try. Right now, Reggie Bennett in control of Candy Divine with the headlock, and that's the thing. Divine is going to have to stay away from these power holds and these power moves. They're taking a good handful of hair. Hey, it's a hold that nature invented. Good handful of hair.
Well, she used it to her advantage, and now she's still got a grab of that hair and just doing those mayors with her hair. Now look at this. She's standing on her hair and pulling her up.
Talking about the views of the announcers, my view's great from here. I don't know about yours, Joe. Right now, look, standing on the hair of Reggie Bennett, Candy Divine pulling up on both arms. Reggie Bennett, that's the way that you've got to go after a big girl like this. You have got to... Wait a minute! She just flipped her right over on her head. And now Reggie Bennett is in the driver's seat, sitting on top of Candy Divine's head.
Candy Divine thought that she had things in control, and Reggie Bennett used that strength and that power to literally just flip her over using her feet. And now...
Well, Divine's going to get nowhere here either. See, Reggie Bennett just used a little leverage and applies the overhand wrist lock to Candy Divine. Divine cannot possibly match an overhand wrist lock or any type of move that requires strength and leverage with Reggie Bennett. She's going to have to go to the legs. I say break her down at the knees. That's the way to get her.
Well, Candy Divine, the ironic part is Candy Divine probably can out-wrestle Reggie Bennett. But she keeps wanting to take the short hand, and it leads to things like this. Reggie Bennett getting the upper hand, drops one, drops twice right down across Candy. Goes, whoa! Candy moves out of the way and leaves Reggie laying on the mat. There's a stop to the stomach. There's another one. 3 times now, right into the stomach. But this time, Bennett held on and pulled Candy Divine down.
Boy, Bennett is just like a bulldog tonight. She is staying on top of Candy Divine. And Divine, to be honest, has not come up with the proper strategy from the outset of this match because she's not gone at Bennett in the possible weak points that Bennett might have that Candy Divine can capitalize on. She's just not done it, and Bennett so far has really controlled the tempo.
Just throws her across the ring. Jim Cornette, you've been known for many years as a ring strategist and a ring technician. If you were managing Candy Divine, what would be your advice? What would you do to tell her to prepare and get in a match with somebody like Reggie Bennett? Because everything she's tried so far has left her right like the position she's in now.
Well, if I was managing Candy Divine, I don't think I would have signed a contract for the match. But given that has taken place, I would have advised her go for the knees. Go for the knees. Break her down at the knees. If she can't stand up, well, as a old friend of mine once said, if a table doesn't have 4 legs, it's no good to anybody. You can't stand up if you haven't got any support. So go for the knees, go for the legs. If that fails, take it to the ear, because a smaller girl flying through the air will carry more weight than a bigger girl standing in one place.
Well, now, if I didn't know better, I'd swear that she heard you, because now she's got her and is off to grab it. Now, this is what I was going to ask you. Well, wait a minute.
Problem is, she went for both legs at the same time, and Bennett is too strong. You've got to isolate one limb.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. With somebody with the strength in the legs of Reggie Bennett, how would you do it? But that's it. You work with just one of them at a time.
Guys, don't put a hold on the knee. Kick it from the side. Kick it from the back. Take the knee out. That's the
Why do it legally when you can do it the easy way, right?
Kick it with the flat of the foot. It'd be legal. Right now, backslide, but couldn't hold Candy Divine over. Reggie Bennett, now this is another thing. See if you can stay away from her. See if you can cause her to wear her own self down, because Reggie Bennett, being bigger and heavier, even if she's in great condition, is not going to have the stamina of a lighter girl like Candy Divine, who's also in good condition. If the match goes a certain point in time, say 15 minutes, then Candy Divine would have the advantage just on sheer stamina alone.
Bennett takes her and throws her into the rope. Clothesline, a devastating move when you've got the size and the strength of a Reggie Bennett to back it up. Now what's she doing? She's just surveying the situation.
She's waiting for her to get in a position for a drop kick. Can you believe that, Joe?
You know, we talk about the size and the strength, and then she goes to an aerial move like a drop kick, and now that's the Reggie Rock. She has got Candy Divine up in the Reggie Rock, and
back she goes. Good night. She dropped her all the way down. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout, combined weight of 235 pounds, both from Beverly Hills, California. They are the Nasty Girls.
Well, Jim Cornette, the action continues here on LPWA and the Super Ladies, and this is quite a team that the fans across the country have been enjoying of late, and that is HOSAKA and BAMBI.
No, you're talking about the flower of young American womanhood, Nasty Cat, Nasty Linda, the Nasty Girls, a joy every time that I see them.
Hello. You obviously talk to different people than I do. Everywhere I go across the country, people are talking about this team. And that is BAMBI and HOSAKA. The speed, the agility, the Oriental style of HOSAKA, and the good old American style of BAMBI. And right now...
Well, you got a girl that needs to be working in a dry cleaners, and you've got a redneck chick from somewhere in Georgia against a couple of finely tuned athletes, a great tag team, beautiful combination together, the Nasty Girls, and also, once again, they're always so cordial.
Yeah.
Always have such a good attitude.
Right. Let's talk about the restaurant in Beverly Hills that they got thrown out of for starting a food fight.
Now let's talk about those food fights again, Joe. Yeah, BAMBI putting the pressure on. Hey, what about that painting a little early? You know, it could have been worse. It could have been aluminum siding.
Well,
I think she looks better with a paint job. Team America, painted up, fixed up, and cleaned up for once, courtesy, of course, of the glamour girls, the Queen and his court, along with Bad Black Beautiful and everybody else involved.
Yeah, and we all know now what that's caused with Boogaloo Brown, and I think that's very well deserved.
Yeah, you would. Well, I've got comments which I'll reserve till later on about the Boogaloo Brown situation. I think the suspension was very unfair, and I'll get into that later on. But right now you see BAMBI in the ring, putting the pressure on the Nasty Girl. That's Cat in the ring right now. But I don't think that HOSAKA and BAMBI's teamwork is going to hold out for long against an experienced team such as the Nasty Girls.
Well, now I don't know. There, HOSAKA throws the Nasty Girl in, and there's the reverse kick.
Oh my God! She caught her right in the mouth, Joe. Didn't even get but a 1.5 count. I think the Nasty Girl was so shocked by that foot she had to get up to make sure she's still alive.
Well, it takes HOSAKA down, and HOSAKA is in the wrong corner as the Nasty Girls are now double teaming. One of them's got the hair, and the other one is putting the fist into the stomach. And look at that, wheels her across the ring using the hair, stomping right there on the midsection. And as we see, the Nasty Girls have no qualms whatsoever about using the hair.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if that girl's got hair on her head when she gets in the ring, and that's what she deserves. If she doesn't want her hair pulled, she ought to cut it off. Wouldn't look any worse bald anyway.
Well, as you see there,
boy, we felt that one under our feet when she hit that concrete floor.
Bambi goes over and puts a stop to that, but now we've got all four of the ladies outside the ring.
Man, this is a mess. They're brawling all over the place, out on the floor, swinging lefts and rights, pulling hair. The referee signaling for the bell.
Well, it's the only way I think he's going to get anything solved here.
Oh, a slam on the floor. Slam right on that concrete floor with just very thin carpeting. The Nasty Girls regrouping. What's the, wait a minute, they're going back.
Bambi's gone back. Now look, Bambi, she ran her head together.
And again.
Meeting of the mind from Bambi.
What's the official decision going to be from the referee? I'm not sure. He's trying to separate the contestants. The ring announcer getting up to hopefully make an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been ruled a double disqualification.
Oh, come on.
She was kind of a surprise. She wasn't what I expected to be in professional wrestling. She could almost be a model. She's got to work that out for against Judy Martin.
She's got her hands full right now from Judy Martin because if anybody can spoil a debut, it would be Judy Martin.
I don't know, referee Jesse Hernandez, I think wrongfully accusing Tina Moretti of pulling some hair. She was just backing into the ropes. Judy is trying to stop Judy Martin is just outsmarting referee Jesse Hernandez. Tina Moretti is not pulling any hair. Judy Martin is blaming it, and the referee, for whatever reason, is choosing to buy it.
Well, the reason she's doing that is because she's trying to upset Tina Moretti.
Judy now, Tina Moretti, I think she's choking her. She's trying to keep the referee out of position. Tina very smartly backing Judy into the ropes.
Very engaging entrance from the Martin. I wouldn't be surprised to see a real battle here and see Judy Martin come out on top.
Tina Moretti, also a nice lady, but she's got, I think, a little bit of that Italian temper, and Judy Martin may be making a mistake. If she gets the gal from California, man, Tina Moretti's just one mistake.
Right.
Tina's more than ready to have a test of strength. There's that crazy crash from Judy Martin. Judy Martin got a six. Tina Moretti with a drop kick very quickly and another one. Judy almost right out of the ring. Tina Moretti showing she's not about to back down from anybody.
I think Martin smartly standing out of the ring there. She can't quite put a finger on what's happening here against Tina Moretti.
I think Judy may have taken Tina a bit lightly. By the way, these matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated, and they rebroadcast and reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited. Judy now turns to an arm bar and gives her a shot right in that shoulder shot.
Then you're going to see Judy Martin get a little bit tougher. Now she's going to introduce Tina Moretti to professional wrestling right now.
No, right into the turnbuckle. And now, again in the breadbasket. Judy Martin is crafty as they come. She's very scientific. Welcome to the world of the LPWA, where all is not sugar and spice and everything nice.
Italian temper you're talking about.
Exactly. Goes in for a headlock. Around a little bit too. He goes back into the corner. Referee just Hernandez orders a break. I think a monkey flip. Judy Martin hung on and just backdropped Tina right on the mat.
Very smartly done by Judy Martin.
You won't got to get up awfully early to outsmart Tina Moretti.
Not only that, but you better reach the ring.
Oh, she missed.
Did it again.
She missed. Judy Martin now missing with a clothesline.
New York, 118 pounds, Misty Blue Sims. And fans, they are the LPWA Tag Team Champions, Team America. And their opponents this evening, first from Big Springs, Texas, weighing 175 pounds, the Bad Girl. And her partner from Stamford, Connecticut, weighing 150 pounds, Black Venus. They are accompanied to the ring by their manager, Boogaloo Brown. And fans, they are bad, black, and beautiful.
This should be a main event that will go down in LPWA history. It's a non-title match. It is the Tag Team Champions Team America taking on what many people feel are our number one competitors, their number one challengers, and that being Bad, Black, and Beautiful.
And as you know, I had Bad, Black, and Beautiful here on the Slugger last week, and what a tremendous time I had visiting with my good friend Boogaloo Brown. Boogaloo tells me that I'm one of the best moonwalkers he's ever seen. He taught me, he gave me a little lesson. I was back there, I was moonwalking, I was breakdancing, I had so much soul in his mind to control. He was there when I was playing in public, if you will.
Let's don't get started.
I have so much soul, I can't believe how much soul I was getting. You know, it's just taking over me right now.
Yeah, I like that. Something take over you right now. In the ring, Heidi Lee Morgan is taking over on Black Venus. Black Venus and the Bad Girl had some very strong comments about Team America last week. We'll find out today if they can back those comments up.
Hey, I'll tell you what, they can back up a lot of things in that ring. And what's more right now, speaking of backing up, Team America's not backing up. They're going straight ahead, 100%. But I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Black Venus figures out an escape from this predicament she's in. Once again, USA. Where do they think that these girls are from?
They don't care, Jim. It's a team. It's a chant and a cheer for Team America.
As far as I'm concerned, you chant USA, you can be cheering for whoever is from the United States of America. And as a matter of fact, any outlying maybe territories there, like the Virgin Islands.
Look at this beautiful move now by Heidi Lee Morgan. She's bridged, and look at Bad Girl comes in and puts it into that beautiful move. And Heidi Lee, I think, just got aggravated.
The only problem with a move like that, you leave your midsection exposed and open to damage. Very vulnerable in a position like that, but it was an excellent move. Right now, Heidi Lee Morgan makes the switch off to Misty Blue. He's going to step up.
Figure four. This could be it. Black Venus is trapped right in the middle of the ring. In a figure four leg lock, and Misty has put in the real strength and power. Now she's telling the referee, watch her over there. Don't let her interfere. In the meantime, she takes care of Black Venus.
Boogaloo Brown most upset. You know, Boogaloo told me that here tonight he was going to have a special guest, his very good personal friend, the Reverend Al Sharpton. It's supposed to be here tonight.
Unfortunately, he won't be able to make it from what I understand.
Oh, no, I was looking forward to seeing Al again.
Unfortunately, Al won't be able to be here. By the way, I understand there's absolutely no truth to the fact that Boogaloo Brown's real first name is Virgil.
No, none whatsoever. There was a vicious rumor going around, but I understand that Boogaloo Brown's real first name is still unknown to most. Of course, I know it. But I'm sorry, Reverend Al's not going to be here. I was looking forward to getting some hair care tips from him.
Him and Don King, right?
No, Don King's hair is too dry. That's the problem there. It didn't work for me.
Black Venus is in trouble in the ring. She's had that leg hurt, and she's making a tag on the Bad Girl, who comes in pretty strong. Now let's see if she's going to be able to hold on to that. She's got Heidi Lee in a headlock, pulls her over. Heidi Lee is down. Bad Girl now using the strength of that upper body to put the pressure on Heidi Lee Morgan's head and neck.
You know, it was just a couple of weeks ago in the match between Team America and the Glamour Girls, we saw that mysterious unknown person who we thought might be Sammy Davis Jr.
Hand me that.
Come into the ring.
Hand me that. You're talking about when Boogaloo Brown came into that match with Terry Power and used the cane. It was Boogaloo Brown. You and I have agreed we're not going to discuss that anymore. Wally Carver won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. It was Boogaloo Brown.
Not at all.
When you ask him about it, you ask him if it was him, and he said, so what did you think he was going to say? Yeah, I was suspended if they find out it was me, I'll be suspended forever. But yeah, it was me.
He's honest. He's a man of his word. He just said so.
He's as honest as the day is long.
Days are getting shorter these days.
That's when they've got 18-hour days in Alaska. Right now, we've got Heidi Lee Morgan is not faring very well in the ring.
Black Venus would have had Terry Power whipped to at that point.
All right, we've got all 4 women in the ring now. And then there's a switch, and Black Venus goes, whoa! What? Team America was able to make the switch. They weren't. In the meantime, right in the middle of the ring.
Wait a minute.
Black girl stops the pin from taking place and turns them over. And surely the referee won't. Yes, he will. There's your 3 count.
He did. Don't call me Shirley.
In the middle of all this confusion, the referee sees Black Venus laying on top of Heidi Lee Morgan and counts her out.
Fans, here is your winner, the team of Bad, Black, and Beautiful.
I don't know how this would happen, Jim.
She's complaining.
I don't know how this would.
You got to give Cindy credit, but I'll tell you, she was signed to wrestle anyone. And there's that quickness of Cindy. She ducks underneath. Maybe she was a little frustrated. And Cindy takes it out with body drop to the nose. Really good. Now there again, smart move by Cindy. As long as she keeps Mimi on the mat, the gate size differential and the strength differential, the height, everything. Now they're even Steven.
Of course, Mimi's not that much bigger than Cindy. She definitely is. But I mean, I would mistake that I think. I was right. The real mistake that I thought she made turned out to be a plus.
Now see there, Cindy went for cover, I think, a little too early. They gave Mimi a chance to get back on the offense. Mimi now snaps Paradise over very quick with a suplex. One thing about Mimi, once she gets in high gear, and I admire it, she never gives her opponent a chance to rest. She is relentless. Holds on to the hair. Referee,
you're allowed to hang on to it as long as you break by 5. So that one could, so to speak, spend the whole night.
Drop kick.
Long drop kick.
Looks at the ref, says, what do you want me to do? And goes back to work. Hey, Cindy comes up with a toe of her own. Wasn't going to step over the toe. Twist off Cindy now. Cindy now wraps it around again. Maybe have to be careful. Get that shoulder down for count on, and now kicks off the spot of Paradise. Down at the blue ringside, enjoying the proceedings of his opponent. And I don't know if she's setting up for power driver or exactly what she's going to do.
I think she had something in mind she intended to do. Cindy started to slip a little, and she said, well, I just better unload it. I just want to keep carrying her around. Just got to let this side right to the ring. The crowd here referring to the black of hair. This is it upward. Paradise ended up doing a total somersault. Double knees. Now, this is something a little uncharacteristic. Now she's letting that ego get in the way. Yes, she is.
Right after, she's trying to play to the crowd.
You start sauntering around and give your opponent time to breathe. Time to get a little break. And that can come back to haunt you real easy.
It certainly can. And now Mimi in the corner, hammering away. Boy, I'll tell you what, our camera people taking you right inside the ring on this shot. And Mimi tries to win. Paradise reverses it around into the turnbuckle. Oh, spinning somersault. We just barely got the tail end of it. Down move. Paradise now goes up. Takes her monkey, flips her right over. Cindy's a game customer indeed. Now real good, takes her right down, and Cindy holds on to a handful of hair. Turnabout's fair play, I guess.
Absolutely, why not? Sauce for the goose, sauce for the game.
And now, Mimi turned her right over. Grab that hand. I don't know if she's set up across the grab. Now pulls her knee pad down. I don't know if she's going to slingshot or what exactly she's doing. A giant swing. Her hand just kind of drops her. That's important. Again, Mimi just kind of walks around, saunters around. I think what's happening is Mimi may feel she's in control of this match enough where she can just dish out some punishment and play with Paradise. It could prove to be a pain for the state. 1, 2, comes to across the second rope, uses it now as a slingshot.
Mimi's been very successful. There's nothing she wants more than to have that belt. She wants to get that title shot. And the last thing in the world that she can afford to do at this time in her career is afford a loss. Because you can lose to the champion. Everybody can say, well, then you're the next best person in the world to the champion. World period. That part's true. That part's true.
Meanwhile, right now, she's certainly number one in the ring when it comes to Cindy Paradise. Goes for a backbreaker now. Paradise is getting right in there. Gets her up now again, and a second backbreaker.
Just dumps her off like yesterday's garbage.
I think at this point, Mimi could probably pin Sandy if she wanted to, but she just wants to dish out a little bit more punishment. Now she goes to holds her there.
It's a submission. It's a submission.
Plays her just like a good time. Cindy getting up, but the two competitive.
Here's your winner. Weighing in at 155 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Power.
You can see, Joe, Terry Power, she has been training. She's been working out. She's in the best shape of her career. And she is ready to take on Lady X, but Lady X has been a tremendous competitor. Almost 1 year as the LPWA Women's Champion. No one else has ever held the title that long. And I think that is a testament to the ability that Lady X has brought to the belt. Terry Power, look at the steel in her eyes, brother. She's ready for this.
Well, as we said, this is what she has been waiting for. The opportunity to take home all of the gold. And now she's got it. She's got Lady X. It will be a pretty even match. No managers at ringside. At ringside. The lady who has the day will take over the play today.
Come on, Lady X. Lady X is starting to I thought Terry Power would be the one to make the fast break because she's got something that she wants to get rid of. Power wants to prove something all the experts have said. Terry Power is the future of women's wrestling. She has never been able to corner the champion, never gotten a title match, and everyone's always said, oh, if Terry Power had a title match, she'd win the belt. If Terry Power doesn't win the belt today, then she's going to have egg on her face, and so are a lot of experts. That's why she's got to prove herself.
Well, you're right. She said that all she needed was a chance, all she needed was an opportunity, and she has it here today on our pay-per-view exclusive, the Super Ladies Showdown. This is the showdown right here. Take a look at that. Take a look at what she is doing. She is literally ripping the hands of Lady X apart.
She's spread the finger. Now sends Lady X feelings back to the ropes.
All right, Terry, let's go. Get her off the ropes. Come on, off the ropes.
Terry Power is just... Here comes the big clothesline. Wait a minute. She's over the top rope. Boy, I tell you, Lady X, I don't believe she thought that Terry Power was going to be this ready for this contest. The referee tells Power, you got to let your opponent get in the ring, and Power decided to bring her in instead.
And Lady X now rakes the hair and the eyes across that rope and the throat. And now Lady X goes in. This is her opportunity to take over on the big Power. Jim, it's no secret how I feel about Terry Power.
Let's go. Come on, break it up, X. 1, 2, 3.
Fingers in the eyes. That's an old Bobby Eaton tactic. I love it.
Well, and Terry Power, probably the only weak spot she's going to have is those eyes, with the only vulnerable spot. There's not another spot on her body, if you ask me, where she is going to not be able to take a lot of pain. But nobody can take it in the end.
With force.
Watch the mess, Terry. Watch the mess.
Now picks her up for a big slam. Power exerting that power.
Got a two count, says the referee.
Terry Power wants to get this heavyweight title to her resume. She already has a successful jet business. She flies her own airplane. She's had parts in different motion pictures. She's done it all except hold the LPWA.
Gets another 2 count. Lady X 1 second away from losing the most coveted title in all of ladies professional wrestling, the LPWA's Ladies World Title.
Reversal into the ropes with a bear hug that dropped her right across the top rope. Face first.
Come on, in the ring.
And now where is X
Come on,
going?
X in the ring. 1,
X is taking her outside, and what is she going to do?
X in the ring.
Well, between that and being slammed into these metal railings twice now, Powers is not in the best of shape. She needs to get back into the ring. Luckily for Powers, the count has been stopped as the referee is getting Lady X back into the ring.
Come on, up. Let's
Terry
go.
Power
1,
almost
2.
was out of the count at that
Stay off the
point.
hair.
She took
Stay off the
several
ropes. You
tremendous
understand?
blows. And now having a hard time getting
Come on,
back
back it
into
up.
the ring.
Lady X not letting Terry Powers back into the ring. But she needs to remember now,
Come on, X,
Terry
Tony,
must
break
be
it up.
in the ring and Terry is going to win the belt. Lady X can hold on to that belt by getting disqualified, or if Terry Powers gets counted out. So this is definitely a situation where Powers has everything to lose and everything to gain. On the other hand, Lady X can win it and keep the
The burden of proof is on her. She's got to win by pin or submission. That's the only way she can.
Come on, Terry, what do you say? Come on.
referee asking Terry if she's ready to give up. Terry says no. The main event of the Super Ladies Showdown. We hope you've enjoyed this great pay-per-view event today. Some of the most exciting ladies wrestling I have ever seen has taken place right here in your home. Coming to your homes today. Be watching for more from the LPWA in the future. Terry Powell.
Lady X bailing out. She's coming over here.
Maybe she's going over.
Hey! Watch Alvarusa's hands. Watch Alvarusa's hands. Wait a minute. Alvarusa tried to put his hand.
Come on, that's right.
Terry Powell with a
Go, keep it in the ring. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Don't let him do that to you. Get up and kick the hell out of her. What the hell? Get up here.
This is not going to get back. Something happened with all that broken glass outside. Let's keep it in the ring. Terry Powell gets back in the ring, and Lady X goes right after her.
Lady X really clocked Terry Powell.
And Terry Powers chopping the daylights out of Lady X. Just tosses Lady X over. There's another flying drop kick. Powerful drop kicks from those legs. There's another one.
Terry Power is just barn burning this thing. She has got Lady X short clothesline. Stuns her.
She's down 1, 2, and just barely gets the shoulder up. Once again, Lady X literally a second away from losing that cherished LPWA title. And now Power kicks her up.
Sends her in the ropes.
Comes
They
on.
got Power to
And she has the power.
put on the rope.
That was it. But Lady X got her foot out on the rope.
There was a foot on the rope and it broke the count.
What's this?
And now, Terry Power, smoke bucket for Lady X.
Lady X comes back with what looked like a possible situation there where she could keep the title, and a shoulder block into Terry Power. Another shoulder block knocks Power down. And Lady X goes for the count. 1, 2. But again, Terry Power able to kick out at the last second.
Shoulder came up. Come on, break it up, X. 1, 2, 3. Stay off the throat. 1, 2. Stay off the throat, X.
Well, referee Bruce Kreitzman, he looks more like Johnny Red Shoes Dugan in that outfit he's got on.
Block again by Lady X. Lady X counting on her foot to do the job here. She's there for the second finish. What she does, she's holding the man. She puts something in that hand. She sees right there. She's going to come with a headbutt.
Oh! And she got Terry Power.
Terry was able
on the shoulder, not in the head like she wanted.
Terry Power now going outside. She's going to hit up the roof. Her mask is still on.
This one should be Katie by the door. Medusa Michelli gets a Black Venus. Medusa, one of the foremost wrestlers in all of ladies professional wrestling, and Black Venus about as mean and nasty as they come.
That's right. She's half of the bad, black, and beautiful combination, and I don't know which one is bad, black, and beautiful. I haven't figured that out yet, but she is bad, I'll tell you that.
There is no question. And Medusa, believe you me, can be one tough customer when it's called for as well.
She hasn't had many, tough opponents yet, but this is a good test for Medusa here. And, of course, Black Venus.
Well, Black Venus there uses the hair, pulls Medusa down. Referee Jesse Hernandez checking, but is he calling for the break? No, he's going to let it go. And keep a watchful eye on Boogaloo Brown at ringside. We already know he's capable of interfering. Medusa works her way back to her feet. Black Venus again with the hair, takes her right down. This time, referee Jesse Hernandez saw it and orders a break. He's going to have his hands full, Sarge, controlling this one.
Oh, he sure is. Black Venus is one of those kind of lady wrestlers that doesn't really like authority, I don't think. And Medusa can go either way. She can start pulling some hair herself. I've seen her do it many times. In fact, I'm surprised that she hasn't yet.
Well, Medusa, as you said, we've seen her career from the start. She can get as nasty as they come as well. And she does exactly as we suspected. She returns the favor. Crowd here roars its approval. Black Venus now takes a hiatus. She goes out to consult with Boogaloo Brown at ringside. Boogaloo very upset, but hey, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, she got back at her for that. What do you think about that outfit that Medusa's wearing? That's a pretty hot pink leotard there, isn't it?
Well, between the two, we can say the battle of the pinks. Medusa in excellent physical shape. She's been training in Japan, and they take their wrestling very seriously over there. Test of strength now right here in the center of the ring.
I don't know about this one.
There's your answer. Black Venus knees to the breadbasket, but it didn't work. Medusa able to flip her over bridges, a count of two.
What a move, Killer. What a move by Medusa.
That's some of that training she's picked up over Japan. She turned a negative into a positive. Now wraps that leg around and rolls her right over, continuing to hold on to the arm bar. Legs across the chest area and picked up a count of two, Sarge. Medusa greatly improved.
Not only that, but she's got the whole crowd behind her. Look at them. They're really cheering her on.
Black Venus, it's the trouble here, really not able to do any kind of damage so far to Medusa. Medusa now works it around to a half body scissors.
Medusa is definitely working on that arm and leg, and she's gone after every body part that the Black Venus has got so far.
Well, Medusa Michelli is coming back from Japan. Now Black Venus turns it around, goes for the arm bar, and they added leverage. Medusa really more and more is wrestling the style of a man, goes for 2 or 3 body parts, concentrates on it. That's a great strategy to employ.
That's right. I commented on that before, Killer, that I have been in the ring and trained with Medusa, and a lot of the guys have, and she's got that man style.
And very, very powerful. Very nice lady, Medusa Michelli. Certainly the crowd favorite here. Referee Jesse Hernandez ordering the break. Medusa still trying to get some blood back in that arm. Black Venus smartly goes right back to work on that very same arm. Now drapes Medusa into the rope. Keep a watchful eye on Boogaloo Brown. He yells his encouragement.
Tide sure changed here, Killer. We had Medusa in full control this match at the start, and now Black Venus is coming back. Shows that she's no slouch in that ring, too. Some good scratches across the back. Not saying that scratches are good, but she's digging her claws in there real deep.
Very, very painful headbutt.
Whoa.
Black Venus.
That's the first one we've seen here in the LPWA.
You know, we have talked before, Black Venus claiming if she goes for a cover, count of 2, Medusa able to bridge out of it.
Wow.
But Black Venus says that the headbutts are one of her real strengths. She has one of the hardest heads of any woman we've ever seen. And again, a second headbutt. You can see the damage. Medusa just stunned by it.
Well, at least it helps her when she runs into doors. I would have to say that with Black Venus.
And again, this time drives her head right to the mat.
Oh, we're going to have to get the people from Fat Blue Ribbon to put a little paint job on this mat. There's a lot of girls with their heads going through there.
Oh, headbutt now right to the
wow.
breadbasket.
Boy, that had to hurt.
Goes for the cover, does not hook the leg. Medusa able to roll underneath.
It was a surprise.
Medusa now the leg over the ropes. A good move as she is in some serious trouble here. Black Venus well in control. Those headbutts almost lethal. Boogaloo Brown encouraging Black Venus from out at ringside.
Boy, that one got Mike Tyson shot to the stomach there. It really took it out of Medusa.
Haven't seen much in the way of scientific from Black Venus, but certainly in control. Slams Medusa down to the mat. Again, goes for the cover, but again, very fundamental move. We talked about Black Venus not having a great deal of experience. Should really be hooking that leg hard.
That's right, she should be.
Oh! Head first into the turnbuckle. We've talked about it. No turnbuckle pads, just tape on those.
Wow. Oh, another one. She is really going after her. Those slams to the head, the headbutts, I'm telling you. Oh, a big right hand. And down went Medusa.
Medusa's got to think it's nighttime here. She's got to be seeing every star in the constellation right about now.
Oh.
She is very slow in getting up. And Black Venus now just throws her right outside the ring. And here at the riverside, that's just carpet over concrete. No give on that floor whatsoever.
Wow, she looked like Superwoman going through those ropes and looked like Black Venus said, here you go, baby, take a ride.
We'll see if Medusa's able to get back in before the count expires here in the LPWA.
Thought about Superwoman. She better get it going and show us that she's Superwoman or she's going to lose this match. Oh, a sunset flip over the top. Almost a 3 count. What a move by Medusa Michelli.
And again, that head giving Medusa all kinds of trouble as Black Venus knows that she's damaged now. Boot right to the chest, choking her. Referee again, Jesse Hernandez, orders a break, issues some instructions to Black Venus, threatening her with disqualification, but she goes right back to work on Medusa. She knows she has the edge so far in this one. Oh, another headbutt just labels Medusa.
Looked like it might have knocked parts of her body out of her suit there on that one, but I've never seen anybody take Medusa like this before. She is in full control of Medusa right here. I've never seen Medusa be tossed around like this in a long time.
No question about it. Black Venus fully in control of this one. Medusa blocked that one out. She brings out a haymaker of her own right out of right field. I'll tell you what, you don't want to get this fiery Italian stander up. And Black Venus trying to head out. Medusa grabs a handful of hair and keeps her right in the ring. Which goes in favor. Head first into the turnbuckle. Medusa Michelli suddenly in high gear.
That's not going to hurt Black Venus, though. She's got that hard head. I don't know why she's throwing her head into that.
Snap there. Medusa continuing stage right on Black Venus, setting up. Look at that suplex.
Whoa.
Black Venus able to catch part of the rope to break the fall, and now gets her leg over. Medusa slams the mat in frustration, but boy, I tell you, the Italian is mad right now.
Well, that hurt her there. Her temper got to her. She's trying to go too fast and try to take Black Venus to the master strip.
Black Venus comes up with 2-3 haymakers to the breadbasket. Medusa now trying to gain her breath back, and she goes right back to work. I tell you, Black Venus, a very crafty, very nasty customer in that ring. This has been a great match so far, son.
Should be interesting when that tag team tournament starts. That Black and Beautiful going to be in that tournament with the bad girl. Should be good.
Medusa now suddenly still stunned from those blows to the head.
She's biting her. She's biting her. Oh, my God.
Well, we talked about Black Venus being as nasty as they come. Boogaloo Brown doing a little boogaloo in front of Medusa. Now, again, those fingernails right across that exposed back area of Medusa. Not scientific, but you talk about painful.
I think the referee just gave her a warning there, Killer. Black Venus. Oh, she's biting her again.
Goes right back.
Look at that. Biting her.
Backs her into the ropes, and now Medusa returns it on the turn.
Oh!
Follows it in with a clothesline, sets her up, back suplex up from the side.
Looks like Medusa's head as she does that back flip.
I don't know. That was such a great idea to stall for time. Leg drop across the chin. Now it goes for a neck scissors. I tell you, Medusa's been doing a lot of squats to the chin. Those legs of hers very, very powerful.
She's showing that she's either going to try to make her submit or catch her wind here. I don't know what she's trying to do here. She had her in the position to go for some type of a slam or a backdrop, but she went right away for a submission hold here on the neck.
Boogaloo Brown trying to get Black Venus to her feet. Finally, she's able to do so. Black Venus now goes right toward, bites the side of the leg of Medusa Michelli. Evidently, Boogaloo must not have fed her lunch.
Evidently, he doesn't.
Medusa cuts up a couple of boots right to the rear. Form of a spanking. Black Venus doesn't like it. She heads outside of the ring. Boogaloo Brown trying to work on that hamstring area and loosen it up.
Looked like Black Venus wanted to pop Boogaloo one there.
Medusa trying a quick kick at Boogaloo.
This is a long match so far.
Long one, and it's been really so far just about even.
It's a dogfight, I'll tell you that. Looking tooth and nail here. Neither one really has the advantage so far. Now they're both, looks like they're both fresh and going to go at it again.
Boogaloo Brown ordering Medusa back. Referee Jesse Hernandez extending the count. However, Medusa goes right to work. Couple of shoulder blocks using the ropes as a slingshot for added momentum. Black Venus turns it around. Oh, clothesline.
Wow. These girls better watch out. That time limit might expire here.
You can say with the exception of perhaps Bad Girl and Big Mo, two of the strongest women in all the LPWA, and certainly giving excellent account of themselves. Count of two, but isn't able to kick her off.
She just kicked her off. She almost got a 3 count there. She's going up on the second rope. What's she going to do here? Oh!
She missed. She went for a clothesline. Bad timing. It came right down. Nothing to break her fall. She's in a world of hurt. Medusa rolls her over. Count of 2. Count of 3.
She got her. She got her. I can't believe it.
What a mistake on the part of Black Venus. She missed her timing. Medusa able to catch her.
Worldview, but it's going to be a pleasure to beat you.
Judy Martin, almost a legend in women's professional wrestling, and Misty Blue, as good as they come.
That's right. This be a main event anywhere in the United States or of the world, and you know you have a couple here that have wrestled for many years, but probably never wrestled each other before.
A little bit worried about Leilani Kai being out at ringside. Perhaps Misty Blue should have considered bringing her tag team partner Heidi Lee out, if nothing else, to keep a watchful eye on Leilani Kai. Judy Martin goes right for leg takedowns we talked about. Misty Blue kicks her right off.
Well, Misty Blue is one of the most scientific wrestlers we have in the LPWA, and it's going to take a lot to beat her.
Not only as scientific as they come, but certainly a crowd favorite. Judy Martin, headlock goes right around for a hammerlock. Now it takes her right down. That's what we talked about. These two as crafty as they come. Misty Blue again kicks her off. Very quickly, we should tell you these wrestling matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated. Any rebroadcast or reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited.
That's right. And you have these two kind of sizing each other up. Misty Blue Sims and Judy Martin kind of looking at each other saying who's going to make the first move. And of course, Misty getting the crowd behind her, and Judy doesn't like that, or Leilani Kai on the apron there.
Good point. If ever you're going to see a chess match in professional wrestling, I guarantee both of these ladies thinking 3 and 4 moves ahead. Again, very cautious to hook up in the center of the ring. Judy Martin now looking like she'd like a little test of strength, a little taller against the shorter Misty Blue Sims.
You like those chess matches right there, too?
Chess. Oh, it's no T. Test of strength here at the ringside, and Judy Martin, there's what we talked about, the ring veteran knee to the breadbasket. That's one way to win a test of strength.
That's right. That'll always help you out if that's the way you want to go with it. But Misty's trying to make a comeback here, see if she can get the advantage on, well, she's making a turn here. She's trying to get her to go around. Let's see what happens. Look at this. Up over the back. Block the punch. Oh, she got her right on the kisser there.
Misty Blue Sims, again, what we talked about. Judy Martin misses with a clothesline. Misty Blue now trying to go up and over. Judy Martin catches her. Oh, talk about a back drop right to the mat.
I can feel that over here.
There, Judy Martin indicating her ring savviness to the crowd here at Riverside Hotel, and they're applauding in appreciation. She is as crafty as they come. Surprisingly hesitating. Now it goes for a chin lock from the back on Misty Blue.
You noticed Leilani Kai is kind of sitting still in this match. The referees did have a little talk with a lot of the girls and said that outside interference was going to cease in the LPWA.
Well, that is so far Judy Martin, very honestly, has had the match for the most part, her way.
That helps, yes.
Misty Blue working her way to her feet, trying to break out of this.
Misty told me before the match she's had a little problem with her sciatic nerve the last couple of weeks, and been not the same, but she's giving it a go here.
Twister around, goes for the armbar, twists it over again. Talk about being able to pull that shoulder right out of the socket. Judy Martin in a lot of pain right now.
Well, she put that added pressure in there, putting that other arm up over the shoulder, and just pushing down with all her might.
Well, Judy Martin now obviously backing Misty Blue up to the ropes. Referee Jesse Hernandez calling for the break. And Judy Martin with a slap to the sternum area. Takes Misty Blue, whips her across into the turnbuckle. Misty ducked out of the way, and Judy goes shoulder first into that turnbuckle area. Now Misty Blue whips her across again. Misty Blue up on the second rope.
And she's laying sure, and she
hammers away. And Sarge, this will certainly negate the height advantage Judy Martin has.
Got Leilani Kai off her on her feet.
Misty Blue counting down with the crowd. 10 of those, and Judy Martin very the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Prime example, Misty Blue rolls her over, goes for a cover, count of 2. Judy Martin able to kick her out, and Leilani Kai suddenly getting very active, chastising referee Jesse Hernandez for what for, I have no idea.
Well, I tell you, Judy Martin looks like she's a little stunned yet on that match. She hasn't made too much of a movement. Misty's got that arm pretty locked in there, and I think Judy, being a veteran she is going to try to take a breather here and asking for a little help from Leilani Kai. You know, they are one of the best tag team combinations in ladies professional wrestling today, no doubt, and the tag team tournament is going to be starting shortly, and I'm sure they'll be right up there in the finals.
No question, the Glamour Girls, one of the early on favorites. Of course, you can't count the team out of Heidi Lee Morgan and Misty Blue Sims. Team America either. Judy Martin now working her way to her feet, trying to reach around.
Good move.
Her hair, Misty Blue, small package, rolled her right over. Count of 2, Judy Martin able to kick her off.
That was a great move by Misty Blue Sims. She saw that Judy was getting the advantage on the strength and went right underneath her. Took her down for a 2 count.
Now keep a sharp eye on Leilani Kai. She went for the foot but missed it. Judy Martin now with a shoulder block. And again, right into the breadbasket area of Misty Blue. Now there's Leilani Kai. Take a look. She pulls her right down and pulls her outside. Judy Martin keeping referee Jesse Hernandez distracted. Leilani Kai going to work chokehold on Misty Blue Sims.
Wow.
Referee turns around Leilani Kai with a look of innocence, saying, "Who, me? I didn't do anything."
Wow. After that talk, they just had with the referees before the matches. I can't believe they would take it, even a try at that.
This one been very, very even so far. Oh, Misty Blue.
Handful of hair. I guess she's giving it back for what Leilani Kai did to her over there in the corner.
Can't say as I blame her. Referee Jesse Hernandez orders the break, and rightfully so. This one been almost exactly even so far.
I think Judy Martin went over to ask Leilani Kai, is that Pabst Blue Ribbon still in that mark in my forehead there? She really went down hard on it. What?
Well, wait a minute, we've got a bell now. I don't understand this.
Whoa. Get a time limit must have run out here, maybe. Maybe a disqualification.
Time expired. The match a draw.
There it is, as you thought, Sarge. TV time limit ran out. This one will go down in the books as a time limit draw, but I think Misty Blue would like a little bit more. Judy Martin.
I think they need some more time.
Now, wait a minute. My
Here
favorite.
comes Wally Carbo.
My favorite. Oh, Wally Carbo.
And Wally Carbo has a surprise for everyone here.
Hasn't he confused people enough already so far today?
Wally Carbo is now explaining to all of the managers that they must leave the ringside.
What?
They will not be allowed to be at ringside during this tag team battle royal.
Now, wait a minute. Hey, is English...
Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Wally Carbo states that no managers are to be present at ringside. You have 60 seconds to leave the ring area.
All managers must leave ringside.
Does that include me?
That includes Norman.
60 seconds to leave the ring area.
Norman.
Get out of here, you big fat hog.
Don't talk to the queen like that.
I'm talking to Norman.
In the ring, the battle royal has broken out. Wally Carbo has sent all of the managers back to the back. They've got to leave. They are not being allowed to stay. And
where does Wally Carbo? First of all, the guy mushmouth. You can't understand what he says.
Misty Blue has been thrown out of the ring. All of Heidi Lee Morgan's new friends ganged up on Misty Blue and threw her out, and there goes Allison Royal. So Misty Blue and her partner Allison Royal were obviously targeted by Heidi Lee Morgan.
Yeah.
You saw Heidi Lee talking to some of the other girls. They went over there, and they must have ganged up on her, and they've thrown her out. Now, here are the rules. When one partner of a team is thrown out, the other partner has to stay in the ring for 60 more seconds. If they can last 60 more seconds, then the original partner can go back in the ring. It's called a minute of mayhem. You must throw both members of a team out within that 60 seconds to eliminate them.
So, Joe, what? The Mighty Mites have been
eliminated now. Both
Joe,
of them were thrown out.
what you're saying to me is if I throw Nasty Linda over the top rope, if Nasty Cat can stay in the ring for 60 seconds without being thrown over the top rope, Linda can return,
go back in.
and the team is not eliminated.
That's right.
But
right now, we've got Rusty Thomas outside and Alma Alvarez. And the 60 seconds is clicking on them. There goes Candy Divine.
Whoa, Divine and Thomas are out.
So Divine and Thomas are out. And now, Legata is now outside the
Divine
ring.
and Thomas have been eliminated.
I hope you can keep up with this because I'm getting lost.
I'll tell you what, this is mayhem, fans. Like we said, both members of a team have to be thrown over the top rope within a 60-second period. If you get one, it's no good. You got to get both, or they can continue in the match.
All right, Legata has been out, and there goes Orga. They got Orga out. Alvarez and, yes, the referee is notifying us that Orga and Alvarez are out. Orga and Legata, that's correct.
There goes the Beast. There went the Beast, and there's one of the Nasty Girls. I believe it's Nasty Girls have been eliminated.
The Nasty Girls are out. The Beast is out now, and she must stay out for 60 seconds while we find out if her partner can stay in.
Boy, I tell you what, the action fast and furious here. The girls are being weeded out at a pretty fast pace. But the top girl, the one that we said might take it all, they're still remaining.
All right, Denise Gordon is out. Mimi is out. That team has been eliminated. One of the favorites has been eliminated.
There went Heidi Lee Morgan. Slapped her crewman on the way out.
So Heidi Lee Morgan is out. Alvarez and the Beast are out, and the ring is clearing out pretty fast here.
Boy, I tell you what, Alvarez and the Beast have been eliminated. There's Hosaka outside the ring. Bambi is still inside the ring.
Heidi Lee Morgan and Sue Sexton have now been eliminated.
Bambi's hanging on. Hosaka was able to come back in. She lasted the 60-second period. She was released by the referee to return. You've got Bad, Black, and Beautiful. You've got Power and Bennett. You have got Judy Martin and Leilani Kai, and you've got Bambi and Malia.
All right, Bambi is out now, so the minute of mayhem begins for Malia Hosaka. She must last 60 seconds, and she didn't do it. There she goes, right there.
Bambi and Hosaka have been eliminated.
Look at what we have in the ring. We have got Bad, Black, and Beautiful, the Queen's Court, and...
Wait a minute. She wasn't over the top. Bambi and Hosaka.
Leilani Kai was not over the top.
Through the middle, yeah.
She should be able to get right back in, and that's what she's doing.
I tell you what, I never believed that it would be thinned out this quickly.
There goes Black Venus. Now, Bad Girl must last 60 seconds, or they will be eliminated in this tag team battle royal. And the Queen's Court is now going to be double teaming on Reggie Bennett. It is going to be a very strong minute for her also.
Bad Girl taking it to Terry Power over there on one side of the ring. On the other side of the ring, the Glamour Girls in control of Reggie Bennett. Power and Bennett in bad trouble. Oh, double clothesline, and let's not forget, Bad Girl has to stay in the ring for about another 30 seconds. And Bad Girl and Black Venus will be eliminated. Out on the floor.
All right, they're explaining to Leilani Kai that she has to stay outside the ring for 60 seconds, and her partner must stay inside the ring for the 60 seconds.
Boy, this is going to be just a good old down-home Donnybrook the rest of the way, Joe. Because they are going to it now. Black able to get back in the ring. Bad, Black, and Beautiful.
maybe she can come back. Wait.
All right, Judy Martin
Judy
again
Martin through
did
the
not
ropes.
go out. She did not go out.
You got to go over the top rope.
It's got to be over,
the top
rope.
Has to be over the top rope.
The Queen's Court is going to be allowed back. And now Leilani Kai's time is up. So she's going back in also.
Eliminations have to be over the top rope.
And Queen's Court and Bad Black is beautiful now with Leilani Kai.
I'll tell you what, right now we are seeing some wild action.
Now, the Queen's Court, what's going on? The Queen's Court calling Bad Black and Beautiful over for a conference, and they're talking about something here.
Wait a minute,
Well,
Queen's Court, they're not going to have any of it.
They suffer both at the same time, so they're eliminated. And it comes down to the Dream Team and Bad Black and Beautiful. Dream Team taking over now. They let Bad Girl head first into that turnbuckle.
Boy, Bad Girl working on Terry Power in one corner, but Bennett working on Venus the other. Venus makes the switch.
All right, Black Venus is trying to get her attention.
They're going to try the battering ram.
That's right, they're going to throw them into one another. Oh, my goodness, and they hit face first. Both of them are down.
What a collision.
And now, and they did it. They throw Terry Power over. Now the minute of mayhem begins for Reggie Bennett. She has got to last 1 minute with Bad Girl and Black Venus, and I don't know if she's going to be able to do it.
You want to talk about mayhem? Two of the strongest women wrestlers in the world today, and Reggie Bennett has to be in the ring with both of them at the same time.
That's what she's done. Is she going to be able to last the 60 seconds? We're halfway through.
She's fighting. Bennett's doing the best she can, but she's still in there against a couple of powerhouses. This is, without doubt, one of the most compromising positions Reggie Bennett has ever been in.
It's almost up. She's got about 10 seconds left. And Bennett is over, but she's not out. She's not out.
But Power is back in.
Power is back in. Power has thrown her. She's doing both over. Jimmy came in under the rope, so the Dream Team was able to win. The winner of the Minute of Mayhem Tag Team Battle Royal, the Dream Team of Reggie Bennett and Terry Power. We'll be back. Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first the manager, Jonathan Blue. And he represents from Hollywood, California, weighing 125 pounds, Magnificent Mimi. And her opponent this evening, weighing 138 pounds, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, she is Bambi.
Question, Pedicino. I'm not even going to refer back to what happened just a few minutes ago.
You thrashed them.
If I hadn't been able to hold myself back, I would have broke them both just like a biscuit. But I'm not even going to talk about that. Bambi, that music she comes out, that banjo music.
Yeah.
Why did she have to bring the whole cast of Deliverance with her and set them in the third row over here? That's what I want.
Well, this match has already gone longer than the previous match between these two. This time, Bambi did not let Jonathan Blue distract her, and she went right after the Magnificent Mimi. And already this match is a ball of fire. Bambi is ready. Look at this. She's saying, come on, 2, 3, and she is just pounding Mimi This is Excedrin headache number 13, Jim Cornette.
I'll tell you what, Mimi trying to get her hands up over her head, trying to do anything to protect herself from this punishment into the turnbuckles now, but she gets a foot up. And Bambi caught that one. Bambi's over-exuberance came into play. It's not her fault if she was distracted before by Jonathan Blue. A lot of ladies are distracted by his Kelly Savalas sex appeal.
Yeah, it's the lights glaring off his head.
Oh, that's Piffle-Toffle. I'll tell you what, a world record victory, 6 seconds, fastest women's match ever. This is the rematch. This is the chance for Bambi to show that she's got what it takes. But this is also the chance for Mimi to show that it wasn't a fluke. It may take her a little longer this time, but it's still going to be the same result.
We'll find out when it's all over. Let's remind everybody that in that 6-second match, Jonathan Blue distracted Bambi. Mimi had her foot on the ropes and pulled her tight. All three. And look at this now. She's got Bambi in a figure 4 leg lock, and Bambi trying to get over to the ropes. Bambi needs to get, she did it. She made it to the ropes, so now they'll have to break it.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty difficult thing to do because that pain from the figure 4, she's reversed it. She has rolled over. When you reverse the figure 4, you simply roll over, but now Mimi has her back around. She's caught the ropes. The pain from the figure 4 is usually so bad you can't orient yourself to where you are in the ring. You can't find the ropes. What Bambi did was remarkable. She not only found the ropes, she turned Mimi over, reversed the pressure. That's the way the figure 4 works. It can be an effective offensive weapon, but it can backfire.
Right now, it has put a lot of pressure. Look at this. She's got
referee thankfully knows how to count.
We almost had a 3 count on that one.
Oh, a vicious clubbing blow. Bambi coming right back. Go, these two girls are hot.
That's right. And Bambi is absolutely furious over what happened to her. What a move by magnificent Mimi to give the devil her due once again. She came down now with that leg right across the face, and unfortunately it's beginning to look like the results may be the same.
Well, I tell you what, that Mimi, she's got such an outgoing personality too. I tell you, she's so cheerful. Bambi, I think, pulled the hair there.
No, she just pulled her down there.
Mimi is so cheerful, and especially to all these lesser morons and peons out here that she normally wouldn't have to associate with in regular life. She goes out of her way to smile at them to show how, well, I guess you would say how charitable she is.
Give me a break. As my good friend Chris would say, get a life, Cornette.
Chris?
Well, obviously you don't watch his show.
Oh, Mimi, right in the midsection right now on Bambi. Beautiful chop, Joe. I'll tell you what, Mimi is fired up.
This has turned into the kind of match we expected a few weeks ago, in the sense that these two ladies are in the ring absolutely like tigers, tearing at one another. And there's a prime example. Mimi pulling the hair and choking, and now just stepping on.
Jonathan Blue.
Jonathan Blue is pulling her back.
Jonathan Blue had the opportunity.
Mr. Clean trying to interfere in the match.
Mr. Blue had the opportunity, but he did not interfere in the match. That should put a rest to all that. And right now, Mimi and Bambi squaring back off.
Mimi now with the upper hand, this battle of strength. Bambi's fighting back up. Bambi throws her into the ropes. Monkey puts her off the ropes.
Bambi mounting an offensive here, and look at that Bambi. She is not ready to quit yet. Mimi's out between the ropes. That shouldn't be allowed. The referee ought to be backing down the rope. Get out of here. Get her out of here.
This is all turnabout is fair play. If you'll look, Mimi's pulling Bambi's hair and holding her down, making her stay there. Bambi just drives Mimi back into the ropes now. As I said, this is the kind of match we expected these two to have.
I'll tell you what, give the devil her due, as we say so often here on the LPWA. Bambi has fought a tremendous fight.
Mimi's going up, drives up, but Bambi moves. Bambi saw it coming and moved out of the way. Mimi down. of these ladies are obviously very tired. This has been a rough match. Mimi goes down. Bambi trips her. Bambi pulls her up, throws her now into the rope. Off she comes. There's a forearm, or rather a...
right to the right to the sternum there, actually. The sternum, which, of course, is the breastbone, tremendously painful. But now Mimi turning Bambi over to Boston Crab doesn't have the full effect as it did, but she's backing up and squatting into it. Look at the pressure. Look at the pain on Bambi's face.
But now look at Bambi. Bambi's smart. Bambi was able to turn it around. She put her hand in the back of the knee of Mimi, which took the pressure off.
Excellent point, Joe.
That's right.
Surprised you're that observant.
Hey, that's what we're here for, James E.
Well, now Mimi, look at that look on Mimi's face. She's saying, you dirty so-and-so, you're not going to get away with this.
These two are just staring each other down. This is high noon in the LPWA. The sun is overhead and the two gunfighters are in the ring. Now that time you couldn't see him on the
Wait a minute, watch out, what's she doing over there?
The referee's calling for the bell.
Jonathan Blue is holding Bambi. Here comes, wait a minute, Brad Reagans.
Brad Reagans, the trainer, came down. He's been working with Bambi. And he is not going to allow his protege, Bambi, to be ridden rough by Jonathan Blue and Mimi. Obviously, he wasn't going to put up with it.
As the winner of the bout by a disqualification, Bambi Mimi. And her opponent this evening, weighing 138 pounds, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, she is Bambi.
Let me ask you a question, Pedicino. I'm not even going to refer back to what happened just a few minutes ago.
You thrashed them,
If I
boy.
hadn't been able to hold myself back, I would have broke them both just like a biscuit. But I'm not even talking about that. Bambi, that music she comes out, that banjo music, why did she have to bring the whole cast of Deliverance with her and set them in the third row over here? That's what I want.
Well, this match has already gone longer than the previous match between these two. This time, Bambi did not let Jonathan Blue distract her, and she went right after the magnificent Mimi. And already this match is a ball of fire. Bambi is ready. Look at this. She's saying, come on, 2, 3, and she is just pounding Mimi. This is Excedrin headache number 13, Jim Cornette.
I tell you what, Mimi trying to get her hands up over her head, trying to do anything to protect herself from this punishment into the turnbuckles now, but she gets a foot up. And Bambi caught that when Bambi's over-exuberance came into play. It's not her fault if she was distracted before by Jonathan Blue. A lot of ladies are distracted by his Kelly Savalas sex appeal.
Yeah, it's the lights glaring off his head.
Oh, that's Pipple Topple. I'll tell you what, a world record victory, 6 seconds, fastest women's match ever. This is the rematch. This is the chance for Bambi to show that she's got what it takes. But this is also the chance for Mimi to show that it wasn't a fluke. It may take her a little longer this time, but it's still going to be the same result.
We'll find out when it's all over. Let's remind everybody that in that 6-second match, Jonathan Blue distracted Bambi. Mimi had her foot on the ropes and pulled her tights. All three. And look at this now. She's got Bambi in a figure 4 leg lock, and Bambi trying to get over to the ropes. Bambi needs to get, she did it. She made it to the ropes, so now they'll have to break it.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty difficult thing to do because that pain from the figure 4, she's reversed it. She has rolled over. When you reverse the figure 4, you simply roll over. But now Mimi has her back around. She's caught the ropes. The pain from the figure 4 is usually so bad you can't orient yourself to where you are in the ring. You can't find the ropes. What Bambi did was remarkable. She not only found the ropes, she turned Mimi over, reversed the pressure. That's the way the figure 4 works. It can be an effective offensive weapon, but it can backfire.
Right now, it has put a lot of pressure. Look at this. She's got
Referee thankfully knows how to count.
We almost had a 3 count right on that one.
Oh, a vicious clubbing blow, but Bambi coming right back. Yo, these two girls are hot.
That's right. Bambi is absolutely furious across the face. And unfortunately, it's beginning to look like the results may be the same.
Boy, I tell you what, that Mimi, she's got such an outgoing personality, too. I tell you, she's so cheerful. And just, Bambi just pulled the hair there.
No, she just pulled her down there.
Mimi is so cheerful, and especially to all these lesser morons and peons out here that she normally wouldn't have to associate with in regular life. She goes out of her way to smile at them to show how, well, I guess you would say how charitable she is.
Give me a break. As my good friend Chris would say, get a life, Burnett.
Chris?
Well, obviously you don't watch his show.
Mimi, the midsection right now on Bambi. Beautiful shot, Joe. I tell you what, Mimi is fired up.
This has turned into the kind of match we expected a few weeks ago, in the sense that these two ladies are in the ring absolutely like tigers, tearing at one another. And there's a prime example. Mimi pulling the hair and choking, and now just stepping on.
Jonathan Blue.
Jonathan Blue is pulling her back.
Jonathan Blue had the opportunity.
Mr. Clean trying to interfere in the match.
Mr. Blue had the opportunity, but he did not interfere in the match. That should put an end, put a rest to all that. And right now, Mimi and Bambi squaring back off.
Mimi now with the upper hand, this battle of strength. Mimi and Bambi's fighting back up. Bambi throws her into the ropes. Monkey flips her off the ropes.
Bambi mounting an offensive here, and look at that Bambi. She is not ready to quit yet. Mimi's out between the ropes. That shouldn't be allowed. The referee ought to be bashing down the rope. Get out of there. Get her out of there.
This is all turnabout is fair play. If you'll look, Mimi's pulling Bambi's hair and holding her down, making her stay there. Bambi just drives Mimi back into the ropes now. As I said, this is the kind of match we expected these two to have.
I'll tell you what, give the devil her due, as we say so often here on the LPWA. Bambi has fought a tremendous fight.
Mimi's going up, drives up, but Bambi moves. Bambi saw it coming, moved out of the way. Mimi down. Both of these ladies are obviously very tired. This has been a rough match. Mimi goes down, Bambi trips her. Bambi pulls her up, throws her now into the rope. Off she comes. There's a forearm, or rather a...
right to the solar, right to the sternum there, actually. The sternum, which, of course, is the breastbone, tremendously painful. But now Mimi turning Bambi over to Boston Crab doesn't have the full effect as it yet, but she's backing up and squatting into it. Look at the pressure. Look at the pain on Bambi's face.
But now look at Bambi. Bambi's smart. Bambi was able to turn it around. She put her hand in the back of the knee of Mimi, which took the pressure off.
Excellent point, Joe.
That's right.
Surprised you're that observant.
Hey, that's what we're here for, James E.
Well, now Mimi, look at that look on Mimi's face. She's saying, you dirty so-and-so, you're not going to get away with this.
These two are just staring each other down. This is high noon in the LPWA. The sun is overhead, and the two gunfighters are in the ring. Now, that time you couldn't see it on the
Wait a minute, watch out. What's she doing over there?
The referee's calling for the foul.
Here comes, wait a minute, Brad Reagans.
Brad Reagans, the trainer, came out. He's been working with Bambi, and he is not going to allow his protege Bambi to be ridden rough by Jonathan Blue and Mimi. Obviously, he wasn't going to put up with it.
As the winner of the bout by a disqualification, Bambi!
I've had a chance to see the tape of that match because basically this is almost a 2-on-1 situation. It's supposed to be Misty Blue Sims against Nasty Cat, but you just know that Nasty Linda is not going to stay out of that ring.
That's true, Killer. You know, this team is
so much wanting to be the World Tag Team Champions that you can stop at nothing to do it. They're in against a real green veteran right now, and a woman that can take on 4 or 5 if she needs to, and that's Misty Blue Sims.
The only good thing is, at least I'm glad to see Eddie Sharkey's not refereeing this match.
Well, Eddie is a capable referee, but the last couple of matches I kind of questioned his integrity of it.
No question. Well, right now, as you said, Misty Blue is as crafty and as capable as they come, and she's so far not letting Nasty Cat get any upper advantage.
A little secret out of the bag, I've helped train Misty myself too, so.
Well, you know, I was going to ask you, she comes out of Glens Falls, New York. That's not too far from where you reside part of the time up in Connecticut when you're not hanging around the barracks in Paris Island.
That's right. Misty and I get into the ring quite a bit. She's really well-versed woman in that ring and knows all the moves.
My only question is, Sarge, have you taught her the Cobra Clutch?
No, I haven't taught her that one yet.
Well, right now, Nasty Cat not wanting very much to do with Misty Blue Sims. And keep a watchful eye on Nasty Linda down in ringside. Look at that. Just pulls her right across by the hair. Made no bones about it. The thing that I don't like about the Nasty Girls, right now they don't seem so much intent on winning a match. It's just dealing out as much hurt as they can on their opponents. And right now, that's exactly what I talk about. You see Nasty Linda at ringside.
Well, they're just, their minds are completely on those World Tag Team Championships. And when they're in single matches like this, I don't think they really care about the rule book. They can't win that title by breaking every rule in the book and getting disqualified.
Now, Sarge, how do you go about trying to prepare for a match like that when you know the rule book, there is no rule book, they'll do anything, including using those sticks they carry in the ring. Now, there again, there's Nasty Linda going out doing some damage to Misty Blue. Now, Misty Blue heads out after her.
Well, the only way to prepare for the Nasty Girls is climb in a closet with a couple of mad cats and fight your way out.
Either that or try and get somebody to come out the ring. Now there again, right away, Nasty Linda's got that stick. Now you got 2 on 1. Now look exactly what's going on.
Fans helping out Misty there. Misty's really got the fans behind her.
They do. They really like her. She comes in and gives it all she's got. And I tell you, all you have to say is she's been trained in part by one Sergeant Slaughter. That kind of tells you what kind of ability she has.
Well, I've trained a lot of men in my life, and it's nice to see some of the ladies that I've been training come to the top of the ladder in the world of women's professional wrestling.
There you see Nasty Linda still carrying that stick around and here at ringside. Well, Misty Blue, I think is trying to get Nasty Cat's goat a little bit, and she may have done that.
She's a smart lady in that ring.
Hoping to get the cat to make a mistake. Whoa! Take a look at that. Tried to form of a flying DDT.
Like to see Misty possibly get herself a manager to keep some of this outside interference.
Well, if you're a mind, we might be well excuse you here from ringside for a minute or two. I don't think Nasty Linda or Nasty Cat will want to tangle with you, buddy.
Well, they got Misty Blue Sims' dandruff up here. She's starting to tear the clothes off of this Nasty.
Now, take a look right there. There again, Nasty Linda just yanks her hair, pulls her right into the ropes. I don't know if you want to get now. Misty Blue says, all right, you want to wrestle? Come on in the ring. I'll take you both down. Let's get you both in. Now, there again, she's distracted. Nasty Cat comes up from behind to gain the upper hand. I think the LPWA needs to take some serious looks at when the Nasty Girls are wrestling in single matches. The other one has to stay back in the dressing room.
Well, they just got to tell the referee to take better control of the match. That's what they got to do.
Now, Nasty Cat goes up on that second rope, flies off, and she catches Misty Blue. But look at that. Misty throws her right off.
That was a tremendous move by Misty.
I think she just took the flow right with her. And Cat goes right back to work on those boots.
You see she's using the rope to the advantage there, the Nasty Cat.
Well, referee Jesse Hernandez caught her, ordered her break. Let go, and Misty just rolled her right over. Now pulls her out towards the
Misty at training camp.
Well, now look at that. She turns her right around. She's got a half Boston crab. She's got a half Boston crab, and you talk about the pain in the lower back. Now take a look. Here's what's happening. Nasty Cat's trying to reach out for Nasty Linda. She caught the rope. Referee had to order the break.
Definitely slowed Nasty Cat down on that one. That's what you got to do sometimes with these tough lady wrestlers, is slow down. She didn't slow down for long, though.
No, she certainly came right back. You've got to give the Nasty Girls credit. Like them or not, boy, I tell you, they battle you every inch of the way. She tries to wrap her up, tries to catch her in a little package, small package. Now there again, Nasty Linda up on the ring. She's got that stick. She's going to try to hit her right into it. Look at that. Oh, she hit her own opponent. Caught her own opponent. Misty Blue ducked down. Slammed the cat down. Misty going outside. I think Misty's going airborne. Now she likes to play super fly too after the great Jimmy Snuka. And you talk about flying through the air. Planet 3.
Oh. And her opponent this evening, she is from Portland, Oregon, weighing 148 pounds, TERRI Power!
There she is, one of the most popular athletes in the world today. She is TERRI Power, the Tower of Power, and this is going to be quite a challenge for her, taking on the Bad Girl. The Bad Girl is in single competition, but her partner is outside. Like Venus is outside the ring, but you notice who's not. Boogaloo Brown, and of course, I'm surprised you noticed, since TERRI Power's in the ring, your pulse is quickening, your sweat coming up on your forehead, your face is getting red, Joe. Looks like you're having some kind of cholesterol attack or something. It's all because of TERRI Power in the ring there now. TERRI Power is one of the most popular athletes in the LPW. She is, in my opinion, there's no doubt the strongest. And I just think that the fan mail that she gets just proves that she is one of the fans' favorite wrestlers. Fan mail proves she's a great wrestler. I'll tell you what's going to prove she's a great wrestler. She beats the Bad Girl. That's what's going to prove she's a great wrestler. Yeah. And you know something? We've already had a heck of a fight over here. The Bad Girl and Black Venus over there, they're not above coming over here and wrecking some furniture. You know, the Lady X and Reggie Bennett out here earlier, although I did say, I will admit one thing, a suspicion I had, I found out was not true. I thought Lady X might secretly be Bonnie Blackstone, but I saw her interviewing Reggie Bennett immediately following. I saw them at the same time. Had you ever noticed up till then you hadn't seen them in the same place? They had not been together, I will say that. So Lady X could have been Bonnie Blackstone, but now we know it's not. Right now in the ring, TERRI Power, the Bad Girl, gonna test her. Oh, look at that move. Goes in, jumps over, comes off, and Bad Girl meets her with a fist, and the referee is warning her. Jim Cornette coming up next on the LPWA. We will have the first of what will be many Louisville sluggers. You were going to have an interview. I understand this time it is with Mimi and Jonathan Blue. The magnificent Mimi and Jonathan Blue. As soon as we get TERRI Power out of here, hopefully the Bad Girl will take care of that momentarily. You'll see a real class act. Magnificent Mimi, a real lady, a real athlete, a real wrestler. That's the kind of people the Louisville Slugger. Look at Bad Girl. Bad Girl drapes TERRI Power across the ropes and then jumps on her knees first in the back. TERRI Power is hurting right now. Bad Girl drapes her back against the rope. There's another fist. Referee telling her to let the girl off the rope. Powers goes in, comes off, and now, whoa! She caught her up sideways, has picked her upside. Oh! A backbreaker right across the knee. With the size of TERRI Power, even Bad Girl was having a problem with that maneuver, but she used her strength to pull it off, and once again, we see now the Bad Girl going after a front face lock, and she's going to try and turn this into something. Obviously, it looks like a suplex. She's going to go for a suplex. She got her over. She brought TERRI Power over, and it's obvious that her strategy is to work on the back of TERRI Power. The Bad Girl so far has been very successful, but TERRI Power still, as you can see, has a lot of power. Powered out of that lateral press. Bad Girl
Broad arms across the back. Now pulls her into the front face lock once again. I think evidently she figures that that's the best way to handle Terry Power is to keep the oxygen supply to a minimum, keep the pressure on the head, and go from there.
She's got her back in the corner. She brings Power out, now throws her into the turnbuckle. Terry Power moves out of the way, and the bad girl goes right into the turnbuckle. And now she's had the wind knocked out of her. This is where Terry Power is going to have to come on strong. She is going to have to use that power. And that's exactly what we're talking about right there. Using the force, going and just driving into the midsection of the bad girl. And just over and over repeatedly knocking the wind out of the bad girl. The crowd counting along with her.
And throws her across the ring. Yeah, this crowd's pretty sadistic in and of itself. Black Venus at ringside, but right now is where they need Boogaloo Brown. Boogaloo Brown, the man in the corner, the man to shout instructions in a panic, in a crisis. Oh, she comes right out of her boots. Terry Power with a clothesline right across the chest, and Bad Bunny trying to get to her feet. Power's going to rebound off the ropes, get some kind of slingshot effect.
Look at her just waiting for it.
Oh, she got her with a big shoulder block. Looks like she's going to try to do it again. And she does.
Just like a big football block.
Wait a minute.
She's got it back in the corner, but this time Black Venus tripped her.
No, she got hung up in the
Black Venus tripped her. She reached in and pulled her foot out from under. The crowd saw it. That's why you hear them booing. And now Bad Girl with the upper hand and goes right back again to that front face lock. And as you said, taking the wind out of Terry Power. Look at this. Now tell me that this isn't illegal. This woman has no reason.
Give me a second. I'll tell you it's not illegal.
This is where the absence of Boogaloo Brown is making a difference. The teamwork between Bad, Black, and Beautiful is just not there today. The Bad Girl has been defeated right in the middle of the ring by Terry Power. All right, we said this was going to be a great match, and it should. Allison Royal taking on Black Venus. This should be a tremendous match. And I'll tell you something, after the beating we just saw Brandy Wine and Debbie Wild take here on the program, this one should be quite a bit more of an even match, wouldn't you say, Jim?
Well, it should be. I'll tell you what, one busted lip, one bad back. Those girls, it takes a good girl to beat them, but it don't take them long. I'll tell you that right now. Right now, Allison Royal and Black Venus. Venus is still on that march to a singles championship. Boogaloo Brown has been carefully shepherding her career. Wow! Vicious right hand to the back. That was a rabbit punch.
Oh, and now a rake right down the back of Allison Royal by Black Venus. And here we go again. We said this recently in another match with Black Venus, but we are seeing a meaner, leaner, and tougher Black Venus than we're used to.
That's right. She's lost weight. She's been training, redistributed a bit of that poundage. She is more vicious. She's more focused. Boogaloo Brown has done a fantastic job of getting this girl ready to take it all. Just drops her down. Surprised didn't separate her shoulder there. Picks her up now and throws her by the hair straight out of the ring in front of us over here.
And you saw her back, the small of her back came right down on the edge of the ring. Got to be in a lot of pain. She's in bad shape as she's outside the ring waiting for Black Venus. Venus is stalking over her now. Allison Royal climbing back into the ring. Venus is not going to wait. Clubs her right in the back of the head as she's trying to come in the ring, and then just kicks her right back out on the floor in front of us. And out comes Black Venus after her.
Allison Royal in the red, white, and blue. I haven't seen Old Glory take this much punishment since the War of 1812.
Black Venus, look at this now, just stepping on the throat, choking. The referee trying to break it up, but not having a lot of luck doing it.
Referee Hatchet Head Johnson trying as best he can to enforce the rules. Allison Royal, look at her back. Somebody get a close-up shot of that back when she's climbing in the ring. She's got welts. Look at those welts all across her back.
That's right, what I was talking about when she came down on that corner of the mat. As you can see, it has scarred Allison Royal. And Black Venus is just not going to let her get it back in the ring.
Woo! Boy, how would you like to go out on a date with Black Venus and take her to a movie she didn't like, huh? What do you think?
I don't know that I'd want to go out on a date and take her to a movie she enjoyed. That might get her too. Tell you something, right now she is not giving Allison Royal a chance to get back in the ring. Boogaloo Brown is standing in there having a good time. Now what is this? Now Boogaloo jumps up on the ring apron.
Giving a signal.
He's raising Cain with the referee.
He's giving a signal, and Boogaloo Brown's over there. He's getting on the good foot. He's doing some of that Sammy Davis Jr. stuff.
Oh, no.
On the table. Oh my God!
Right here
Watch
on the
equipment.
table in front of us.
Joe, hold on to my Sprite. She just rammed her head right into the ring announcer's table here. She's got welts on her back.
Look at the look on Black Venus. I mean, this woman is crazy.
I tell you, she's going to be the next person to bust into a cafeteria at lunchtime with an AK-47 is Black Venus. I'll tell you what, she is upset. This isn't an episode of the LPWA. This is an episode of Marcus Welby, MD. I have never seen so many injuries in one match. She is just not going to let Allison Royal back in the ring. The referee needs to take matters in his own hands here. I'm even starting to feel sorry for Allison Royal, which just goes to show you how bad this beating really is.
Well, as you can see, Royal is in bad shape. Every time the referee tries to give her a chance to get back in the ring, Venus comes over, and now Venus just drags her back in the ring, takes her, throws her against the ropes, comes off. Whoa! The forearm right across the throat area, the upper chest. Venus goes down. There's 1, 2, and Allison Royal kicks out.
Stopped her dead in her tracks with that clothesline. Allison Royal, I think discretion is the better part of valor, but in this case, lay down is the better part of staying healthy. If she had just not bothered to kick, she'd have been a lot better off.
Well, she's taking a lot more of a beating. You know, this is unusual for us to see Allison Royal getting handled this easily, but I'm going to tell you, I have never seen Black Venus like this before.
Wow, she had got her fingers in the eyes, spreading the lips out, stuck a finger up the nostril. I think this is getting gross. We better put a parental discretion advised on this match.
Well, now she's just tossing Allison Royal around.
She stuck a finger in every orifice in her head.
I think Black Venus is letting the world know that she is ready for the super lady status here in the LPWA.
Slammed her down on that shoulder again. Must be something about that left shoulder on Allison Royal Black Venus doesn't like.
And there's a headbutt right into the stomach area, knocking the wind out of the lungs. And now Venus going for and just literally throwing the Allison Royal around.
I can't stand it anymore. I can't watch.
There's a 3 count, and mercifully, but now she's not stopping. Take a look. That's not going to stop her. The referee is having to make her stop. Black Venus victorious over Allison Royal. What a rough match. It's been a rough.
Bonnie Blackstone along with Madusa Michelli. Madusa, I have a question for you. It would seem obvious to our fans that you enjoy toying with your opponents before you finish them off. Why?
I don't toy with them. I punish them.
It seems like you could finish off your opponents a lot quicker than you choose to do so.
Of course I could. But by punishing them, I teach them a lesson.
Tell me which of the LPWA stars impresses you here.
None.
None?
None. N-O-N-E. None.
Not even Terry Power, Lady X, Reggie Bennett, none of these?
Believe it! Before long, they too will be taught a lesson, and they will call me Sensei.
Sensei. Madusa Michelli, a very serious opponent for a lot of the top stars here in the LPWA.
Fans, this bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Milan, Italy, weighing 148 pounds, Madusa Michelli! And her opponent from Valdosta, Georgia, weighing 140 pounds, Allison Royal!
Well, should be a great match here on the LPWA. Madusa Michelli taking on Allison Royal in our opening match. Some interesting comments by Madusa there in the tunnel with Bonnie Blackstone. And I'm telling you, this woman loonier every week. That's all I can say.
Everything that Madusa does is different. You can see right now she's got the Japanese-style boots on. She used those in her full contact karate exhibitions as well as her wrestling competition. Now going for a big standing head scissors on Allison Royal. Madusa just very workmanlike, systematically taking Allison Royal apart at every joint, piece by piece.
Well, you know, you've got to say this. Madusa Michelli, one of the most experienced wrestlers in lady wrestling history. She has done it all.
Oh, brother, look at this. This is a submission maneuver.
Oh.
She rocks her back. The legs tied up.
And
got her around the neck.
She has absolutely got her in every way you can think of and just lays her down. It's almost like she's looking at this
as an exhibition or something, because she is just doing everything you can do to Allison Royal. But look at this, a beautiful move now by Royal. 1, 2, and Medusa kicks out, but Allison Royal shows her that there is some life in there and that she's not going to put up with just being treated like a rag doll.
Royal now takes over on Medusa Michelli with the arm bar. Medusa, as the people's champion, as her championship belt says, that the people of Tokyo, Japan presented her just last year in honor of her tremendous contribution to All Japan Women's Wrestling. She left the belt with me for safekeeping, Joe, because I'm the only honest person around here. She probably thinks you might get in her purse at any time. Maybe get in her wallet, take her championship belt.
I'm not getting near Medusa Michelli. She is the strangest character. You know what? She's stranger than Norman. Isn't it great Norman has the rabbit back?
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Now I hope they'll both disappear from whence they came, not to bother innocent folks
Look
again.
at this move by Medusa. She had her rolled up and then just shoved her on over.
Royal goes in, gets the arm, twisting wrist lock, cranks up on it a time, takes it around the bend. Putting the elbows now to the joint, the shoulder joint. Medusa firing back with that chop. Medusa will she will just stun you right in the head, boy. I tell you, in about a half a heartbeat.
That's what she just did, too. She stunned Allison Royal. Now she throws her in, comes off with a clothesline, knocks her directly back into that turnbuckle again. Takes Allison now. Allison reverses it, throws her in, and
look at Medusa over the top rope, upside down, blocks a punch, goes to the midsection,
now
up on the rope. What in the world? Medusa threw her halfway across the ring.
She may be loony, but she's got some of the greatest moves I have ever seen in wrestling.
And now the arm pump.
Oh, look at that move though by Allison Royal.
Allison Royal almost surprised Medusa Michelli with that crotch roll. Taking her back, sends her across. Big elbow right to the jaw.
Allison Royal, one of the most popular newcomers here in the LPWA. And Wally Carbo tells me that the fan mail for Allison is stacking up more and more every week. She takes on the toughest opponents in the LPWA because she says she wants to learn.
Whoa!
Now there is a spinning.
Well, she just taught her. She just taught her right there with the back of that heel right on the chin.
Allison Royal, though, had enough to kick out. I don't know how. That had to be from instinct.
That sweeping roundhouse kick, one of the most deadly maneuvers.
Where is she going now? She's up on that second rope. She's sitting there.
Whoa!
For a drop kick, but Royal moves and Medusa goes down. Good moves by Allison Royal, but look at that by Medusa. Medusa, small packages. Allison Royal, who is able to kick out. Beautiful moves here. Now, where is she going with this? What a unique suplex. That one right down on the back of the head.
Yep.
Right on the back of the head with that one. A power suplex from Medusa.
Here is your winner, Medusa Michelli.
What is that strut?
Well, that's a strut. That's what that is. But I tell you, Medusa caught her.
It's not the old Jackie Fargo strut. And look at that.
Well, it's more of a strut that Don or Roughhouse Fargo might have done. And Medusa beginning to remind me of Roughhouse Fargo, but she caught
Jonathan Blue.
Joe, don't be interrupting.
I always forget they're going to introduce Mr. Clean.
Hey,
what was that
Jonathan
headgear?
Blue.
What was that headgear Medusa had on?
Not Medusa Mimi. Get your M straight. Let's start this all over again. I'll tell you what, if my aunt ever saw the chicken that headgear of Magnificent Mimi's ever come off of, she would be frying for a week. That had to be a big bird. And I'll tell you what, Jonathan Blue and Magnificent Mimi always create a splash when they come in. Mimi is very full of herself.
Yes,
she's very sure.
Yes.
She's not egotistical or anything,
she is.
but
she's stuck up. That's what she is.
Well, at any rate,
and let's face it, she has some great moves.
Whoa!
She has reason to be very proud of herself. Listen, one more time real quick. I know that you're tired of hearing about it, but I'm just so happy that the rabbit is back with the queen.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Back with
First
Norman
of all,
and away from the queen.
I still resent that comment you made in the opening about me getting excited about the queen. He's a friend of mine. Nothing more. I get excited when I see friends. There's an excellent match going on in the ring. I just want you to watch your comments to me, Joe. Sick of taking your abuse.
I understand. It's just interesting to me.
I work hard.
It's interesting to me that you get very excited when the queen comes to the ring or when Candy Divine comes to the ring. It says something about you, I think. In the ring, Malaya
I work hard and I
Hosaka.
deserve some respect from you. for heaven's
Mimi
sake.
and Hosaka having a great match, back and forth now in the ring. And Hosaka, well, again, a beautiful move by Mimi, but not paying a lot of attention. She was too close to the ropes, and so she just rolled Hosaka right in.
Well, she thought she'd go for it and see if she could get it. And that's the same thing Hosaka just did. She thought she'd go for that drop kick and see if she could get it, and she didn't. Mimi moved out of the way, and now trying to taunt Malia Hosaka. Sends her into the canvas, picking her back up, and she's going to back her up in the turnbuckles and send her corner to corner now, but Malia reverses it.
She reverses it, goes in after her, brings her off, and gives her a veal. Mimi better watch out for that rising sun suplex.
I'll tell you what, we may have a little standoff there. Because she bealed Mimi across the ring, and Mimi was right back up in a stance, ready and waiting on her.
Well, if Hosaka can get her in that rising sun suplex, this match will be all over.
Test of strength here, Malia Hosaka.
Except Malia Hosaka used her brains. Rolls under, comes up, and of course now has those wrists twisted back. Now what will Mimi do to get out of this one?
If I were her, I'd go to the gut. Nope, she's stepping over, under, back over, a top wrist lock, trips Malia Hosaka down to the canvas, step over, toe hold. That's exactly what I would have done.
Great
I would have done the same thing. Absolutely.
I understand later on in the Louisville Slugger you have coming up Team America.
Yeah, because you see everybody's saying what in the world exactly was the reason? What exactly has happened between Heidi Lee Morgan and Misty Blue Sims? Well, me being a journalist, I'm going to find out the straight scoops. I got them both on the Louisville Slugger where they can air out their dirty laundry, so to speak, right in front of me like I wanted them to.
Last week we saw the demise of Team America. Oh, look at that. What a great...
Whoa!
But Malia said, all right, if you want it, here it comes.
I'll tell you what, these girls together, they got more moves than a daggum passel of cats in a burlap sack. Whoa!
That spin kick right to the throat and the face of Mimi. And Malia Hosaka has got Mimi reeling now. Takes her, throws her into the corner, comes in. There is that moonsault with the elbow right to the throat again. And Malia Hosaka has now taken control of this match. Throws Mimi into the other corner. Goes in after her now, pulls her up by the hair. Beautiful monkey flip. And like a precision surgeon, Hosaka is taking Mimi apart right now. Mimi reverses it, throws Hosaka in.
Whoa, she went for it. She went for that rising sun suplex, but Mimi fell backwards. Hosaka caught the brunt. Caught the brunt of that right on the back, but it shook Mimi up too. Jonathan Blue almost got caught coming into the ring.
Well, he was going to come in, I think, and interfere, and then he saw he didn't need to.
Sunset
now
flip.
His sunset flip goes down. 1, 2, and no, but Mimi able to kick
Jonathan Blue, wait a minute. He's disqualifying Mimi. Jonathan Blue caught his hand.
Oh! He stopped the referee from counting, and now the referee is talking to Jonathan Blue, but Mimi is now working over Malia Hosaka. And what is she going to do here with Malia?
Mimi, neckbreaker, wait a minute.
On
Here comes Bambi. Here comes Bambi into the ring.
Malia's partner, and there goes Jonathan Blue and Mimi. Bambi watching the monitor, thank goodness in the back, saw what was going on.
I tell you what,
got out of there.
Bambi has been wanting a rematch against Mimi. Mimi's been off making that movie. Her return to the LPWA was today.
Fans, the winner of the bout as a result of a disqualification, Malia Hosaka!
All right, thank goodness Bambi was watching. She came down to keep any more damage from him.
Well, about as to be expected.
Well, a lot of times you can say, I pulled her down by the hair, and if the guy asks you, did you pull her by the hair? Say, yeah, but did you see it?
Well, she did it. We certainly saw it there. It was very clear, but you've got to give Rusty Thomas credit. Keeps the referee out of position. Now Reggie Bennett back to her feet. Rusty again, even there using more leverage. So far it's been all Rusty Thomas early on. Maybe what Reggie needs is to get beaten up enough where she kind of gets mad. But so far it's not the Reggie Bennett we're used to seeing. And now Rusty Thomas just stands right on that shoulder and throat.
A lot of times that's exactly what it takes. Some of the people, especially the big ones and the strong ones, they've got a kind of an easy disposition about things. They're not as feisty and as on edge as, say, the smaller athlete. Because the smaller athlete knows what he's got to do. So then all of a sudden when you stir them up enough, Believe me, when something that big and powerful becomes a hornet's nest, then you got problems.
Well, right now, Reggie Bennett with a hammerlock on Rusty Thomas. Thomas looks like trying to make her way to the ropes, but she's got a mountain to move in Reggie Bennett. Now Bennett lets go of the hammerlock, goes for a headlock.
I'm not sure I can agree that it was a smart thing. When you've got a good hold on someone and it seems to be baffling them, don't leave it to go to something else because you think you're going to gain some more advantage.
Now she goes back to the hammerlock.
Yeah.
The old adage, if it's not broke, don't be so quick to fix it.
Exactly. She must have heard us. Figured I better get back to where I was going, but now
she goes, let's see, Nick Bockwin was world champion 4 times. I better pay attention to him. But there, that leverage, she got a little too far forward, and Rusty Thomas was able to whip her over and gain a count of 1. I don't think Rusty really thought she could pick up a pin, but just figuring at least break the hold. Now Reggie continues to take a beating in the corner. Rusty holds on. Oh, Rusty made a mistake. She broke a little too long, and Reggie comes out of the corner. I think Reggie's dander may be up a little bit because she's suddenly hammering away at Rusty Thomas. Takes her over now with a heel throw. And this time goes right to work, continues to stay on her.
They call that a snap mare, and you can understand why it's a snap, because whoop, you come over hard and fast and furious.
Now Rusty Thomas decides to bail out. Discretion is the better part of valor, which also translates sometimes to it's better to be a live chicken than a dead duck.
You got it.
And I can't blame Rusty for not wanting to do more battle with Reggie Bennett. It's almost like she's kind of slowly awakening a sleeping giant as Rusty now climbs back into the ring.
I think she's going to emotionally, if there's been a little bit a dent in her spirit as far as her partner being hurt, Reggie's going to come back from it. I'm sure of it.
Rusty made a mistake there. I don't know what she was trying to do, but she jumped right into the arms of Reggie Bennett. And you don't think of powerful arms that can bench 285 pounds could crack a rib or two? Just ask Rusty Thomas. Take a look at the pain showing on her face. That she is able to just snap those arms and affect that inner ear and does it again. It's like a set of cymbals going off inside your head. Not painful, but boy, does it hurt.
I'm afraid, in looking at these two ladies, that I'd have to get myself a short haircut.
Now, Rusty trying to set her up.
Oh, backslide.
Backfired. Reggie turned her over, count of 2. And 2 is all, but very close. Rusty now going, picks up her toe hold and takes her down. Now drapes that lower leg across the bottom rope. Standing right on it. Boy, that could hyperextend the knee if she's not careful the way she comes down on it.
Just the pain on the side of the ankle is enough, regardless of what happens to the knee. I can tell you from experience.
Rusty holds on. Now splitting up, going right to the work on the hamstring area of Reggie Bennett. I'd have to say so far in this one, Rusty Thomas has had much the better of it for the most part.
Yes, she has. And I think for whatever reason, it's what we talked about earlier in the match. And that is that Reggie Bennett's spirit seems to be down a little.
It really does. And now Reggie with a powerful body scissors on Rusty Thomas, and she's got just as much strength in those legs as she does in that upper body.
And you can see, look at the power in her arms and her upper body as well, and she's probably got the strongest set of legs in the LPWA.
Certainly the strongest set of arms. Benching too close to 300 pounds.
You look at
Terry Power.
Terry Power, yes. I mean, you know, it might be a contest between the two of them.
And right now, Reggie Bennett with a full Nelson on Rusty Thomas, and that's got to be putting some pressure on that back vertebrae with the tremendous strength Reggie has in that upper body. Referee checking Rusty Thomas not about to submit. Trying now to hook her around and is able to do so and comes right down with a toe hold. Nice move by Rusty Thomas.
One of the things you're seeing here is what is the chess game of wrestling. And then for every move, for every hold, there's something that'll counter it. And I mean, here we were looking at basically almost a full Nelson. And then all of a sudden we looked at what legs came into play and eradicated the arms.
And Reggie snaps her over.
Good suplex.
Now goes for a cover. Splash, just a count of about 1.5. And Rusty Thomas decides to bail out once again.
Absolutely. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. See, the people are booing, but what you got to understand, when a quarterback on Sunday runs to the sidelines, they call it smart football.
Yep.
So I'm not quite sure why they want to boo this person.
Well, I have to say the crowd is behind Reggie Bennett no matter what. No matter what Rusty Thomas did, I think she'd be the brunt of the bruise here.
So that in Philadelphia, let's say that Montana will be booed for running onto the sidelines.
I guarantee he'll be booed for hitting Roger Craig with a long one. That I can tell you.
Okay.
And now Reggie Bennett with a toe hold. Count of one as Rusty Thomas just drops her shoulders, enduring the pain.
Making the ankle longer. She shouldn't really complain. She may be taller. Oh, this is nice too. You know, right to the very back, you can see the pressure from the arm right on the shin bone and the hyperextension of
that calf. You won't have to worry about shin splints if that calf is stretched out that way.
No. I must have been a little bit insane. I allowed myself to go through this.
Yeah, but all you have to do, any question, just check your bank account.
Well, that might be true, but then I have to go to the doctor as much as I do the bank.
Reggie again holding on to that leg. But I know 4 times wearing that belt around your waist, emblematic of the world's heavyweight champion, probably made some of the pain go away. As handful of hair, not legal, but it's certainly effective. As Rusty Thomas now hammers away at the back of Reggie Bennett. Reggie fighting her way to her feet.
Ooh.
Hammering away at Rusty Thomas.
Rusty throws a punch like a man. And the girls, pound for pound, I think put more into it than the men.
Oh, did she snap that head back?
Timid on the part of Thomas coming off the ropes. I'm not quite sure she had decided in her mind what she wanted to do or which way she wanted to go. And it didn't help her in the least. Not running into a woman that's bigger than you are.
And scoop slam by Reggie Bennett. Up smash. Count of 1, count of 2, and Rusty is able to kick her off at the count of 2.
Rusty used all that weight to get up into the air and come down on her and really knock the air out of her.
Into the corner. Now, what's Reggie going to do? And just decides to hammer away. Try to pull her off. Thomas didn't want to come, so make the best of it. Now Rusty Thomas again on her knees, not wanting to tango with Bennett. Rusty Thomas inviting one of the fans in.
Take my place.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a tag team matchup.
I think she got the wind knocked out of herself pretty good there. Only thing is, I hate to see Reggie back off the way she is.
And Rusty kind of throws her hands up in disgust and not wanting any part of Reggie Bennett. Asking for a timeout. There is none. Referee continue to count. Now Rusty backs Reggie into the ropes.
Believe me, there are times when you're in the ring and things are happening to you, you do ask yourself, what am I doing here?
Oh, Reggie tried to catch her with a clothesline, didn't quite, but that power scooped her right up with a scoop slam.
And that's the thing. I mean, she's just that much bigger where neither one of them had any momentum. Rusty just ran into something that she couldn't handle.
Oh, what a spinning backbreaker. What a move. Hooks the leg. Count of 1, count of 2. Evidently it was a count of 3.
And more, she is proving to be a very deserving champion.
She sure is, Killer. She's shown so far in the LPWA that was the right choice to make her the champion. She got the title because she had the best record coming into the LPWA, and she's defended it successfully so far.
Very quick, I'd like to remind you these wrestling matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated. Any rebroadcast or other reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited. Susan Sexton limbering up a little bit. They call her the superstar, and she is proving to be just that. Jan Flame, very capable wrestler, superstar, ducking under. She is very quick, sometimes, Sarge, I think deceivingly quick for her size.
Well, with effort and hard work, she knows how to win and stay on top here in the LPWA, and she's, I think she's just kind of toying, not only with her opponent here, but with the crowd.
Jan Flame and the superstar in the test of strength. Jan Flame emerges on top. Superstar down to her knees, bit of a surprise early on. Jan Flame's had a tough time getting going, but a very capable wrestler. She'd like nothing better than to pick up a win over the ladies champion. Talk about being able to vault to the top of the ratings.
That's right. She's got the crowd behind her here. Everybody wants to see Susan Sexton, the superstar, go down and be a great defeat here.
Well, we'll watch. There's the superstar. She just rolls right out of it.
turns it around and brings Jan Flame right to her knees. Superstar Sexton grew up, trained in Perth, Australia. We've talked about so many times that European background. They're a little bit more schooled in the basics. They like to work closer to the mat. You'll see a lot of that in the Superstar.
That's right. Well, there's a thin line between being good and being great, and she is one of the great ones in the world of ladies professional wrestling today.
She's got Jan Flame's arms crisscrossed and using her own arms to badger that sternum area. Superstar holds down, twists her around in a clothesline.
Well, that's something you haven't seen in a while, or probably never seen, but Susan Sexton's got it in her repertoire.
Yeah, she does have the ego. She kind of struts around, cleans her hands, not real anxious to do battle, and gets a couple of Jan Flame's hairs out of her, caught from underneath her fingernails.
Well, you know, Superstar is one of the best at making adjustments with injuries, her opponent's style, you know, officiating, everything like that. So she's a true champion, that's for sure.
Jan Flame comes from back around, holds down with a reverse bear hug. We'll see how long what Superstar has in her repertoire to get out of this. She's bouncing around. Now Jan Flame goes up to a full Nelson.
I haven't seen Jan Flame this aggressive since she's been in the LPWA.
Well, Superstar goes. Whoa! Jan Flame says, "You want me to break?" Okay, ref, and drops the Superstar right on her rear.
She didn't like that, the Superstar.
Yeah, not a lot of damage, but very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Jan Flame says, "Hey, I did what you told me. I broke."
That's one thing that the Superstar didn't want her to do, was listen to the referee on that one.
Jan Flame shows a little of her muscular development to the crowd on her own. Referee Jesse Hernandez, there's not much he can say. She broke what she was told. Superstar trying to regain her composure. She likes to go into that strut. She has a very big ego, and I guess when you're the ladies champion, rightfully so.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that move.
Drop toe, very quick, takes her right down. Step over now, and Superstar in control.
That's what makes her one of the greatest. She had the advantage going against her, and a few seconds later, she's got the hold, and she's in right now in the driver's seat.
Elbow right to the lower back. Again, this is what we're seeing. We talked about that European style. Superstar likes to work close to the mat. Jan Flame able to hook the neck and reverse out of it. Comes up with a headlock of her own. Talking about that European style, Sarge, it's a slower, methodical style. Superstar likes to dictate the tempo of the match, although not doing so right at the moment.
That's right. She's still in control of that match, whether it looks like it or not. She, even though she's in the headlock, you can bet she's in control of that opponent that she's got there, Jan Flame.
Superstar now using the rope to break the hold. Perfectly legal. You may not agree with it, but that's one of the reasons she is the champion. And she ducks back out, uses the ropes to hide behind, and Jan Flame a little bit frustrated. But there again, a very good tactical move by the Superstar. All that does is serve to frustrate Jan Flame. And Sarge, you've talked about it so many times, when you're in the ring, now using the referees for cover, the more frustrated, the more angry you become, you lose sight of your game plan, that's when you'll make a mistake.
That's right, and she's the best at it. That's why she's the world champion.
Now again, she just ducks out. All she's doing is simply playing mind games with Jan Flame. Flame goes right to a headlock.
Exactly probably what Susan Sexton wanted her to do. She's probably yelling things at her while she's in that headlock.
Well, I don't think that's what Superstar was looking for, as Jan Flame runs her right into that second turnbuckle area. There's no pads on it, if you'll notice. They're just taped and very, very hard. Now, tip toss takes over. Superstar comes right back for a leg scissor.
There's that chess game we were talking about, Killer. She's been in the headlock a couple of times, and she was waiting for her to take her over there.
You know, on the rare occasion I've had the opportunity, and Jan Flame is able to come right out of it. Superstar, though, goes right to work on the back area. When I've had the chance to talk to the Superstar away from the ring, with no media around, when, if you will, she's dropped her guard a little bit and actually been somewhat pleasant to converse with. As Jan Flame back body drop, Superstar now heads out. What I was getting at, she has said every time she's in the ring, she knows 3 4 and 5 moves ahead what she's going to do. It's almost like a football coach that scripts the first 15, 20 plays of a game. She knows what she's going to do, and that gives her a real distinct advantage.
Well, you have to know what your game plan is, that's for sure. And sometimes it doesn't work out to your advantage. It depends on your opponent, of course. But if he can stick with what she wants, she'll come out the winner.
And again, Superstar's more or less toying with Jan Flame, playing some mind games. Again, dictating the pace, doesn't want to get caught, if you will, in a run-and-gun type offense. She likes that methodical style. Nice arm drag takedown by Jan Flame, goes right for an arm drag.
Well, it's a lot like a good friend of mine, Sugar Ray Leonard. When it seems like he's getting hurt, he backs up and says, come on, hit me, come on, hit me. Just like he's not hurt, although I talked to him a few times when he was pretty hurt, but was playing fine.
And Jan Flame holds right on to that arm bar. Takes the Superstar down, but don't sell Superstar Sexton short. She's not the ladies' champion for no reason. She can dig down when she has to, and it wouldn't surprise me, Sarge, to see her playing possum more than anything else. But again, it's that European style. It's not real exciting, but it certainly gets the job done.
Well, I'll tell you, this match is going on for quite a while here, and Jan Flame is sticking with it pretty well. She seems to have the champion going pretty good.
Again, Jan Flame in that armbar holds on, but now the Superstar comes right around and a hammerlock kind of smiles to the crowd, smiles to you and I here at ringside, just saying, hey, you didn't think I knew what I was doing?
She had her set up like we were just talking. A couple moves ahead, chess game. She's just kind of toying here with Jan Flame, I'm afraid.
I think you're exactly right. Trying some new moves, just getting some exposure. Blows a kiss for the referee.
Yeah, I think Jan Flame's in for a rude awakening here.
Yeah, it's almost like Superstar's just waiting. When she tires of Jan Flame, it could go in very quick fashion.
Well, that's when you get beat, too. That's when titles are lost. When champions or even just a non-champion gets a little bit too careless in that way.
A little too careless, a little too cocky, a little too confident.
Well, I wouldn't quite say it like that. But...
Jan Flame coming back with a series of judo chops to the throat area of Superstar. She labels her right down.
He's going after her. He's had enough.
Body slam, Flame hanging right in there, giving a good account of herself.
Big body slam, another body slam. Wow.
Superstar could be in some trouble right now.
This is our champion being slammed around. Wow, 3 slams in a row.
3 slams.
He's asking the crowd what they want. They want her to slam her again.
Now, Superstar setting her up. If this is the electric chair, you talk about Devastation Incorporated. She's got her up and drops her right down on that back. One of the most painful holds. She comes right down in the neck. Cross body block down. Got a 2 hooks leg. Count of 3. Exactly what we talked about. The champion more or less just toying.
The winner, Superstar Susan Sexton, LPWA champion.
Sure made a comeback there. She just went from 3 slams to winning the match.
Well, Susan, again, congratulations. Another successful title defense, but I've got to say, Jan Flame gave you all you wanted and then some.
Jan Flame was no match for me. You could see that. I beat her easy.
Well, now, wait just a minute. You claim Jan Flame was no match from you, but 3 or 4 good, close to half a dozen times during the course of the match, you went outside the ropes, if nothing else, just to catch your breath because you were in some trouble.
I wasn't catching my breath. Are you a wrestler? You don't know anything about wrestling. I'm a technician. I know how to get everything going. I know how to make my match go the best I can. I know how to win. Everything's strategy, baby. You don't know anything about it.
Well, now, let me ask you, there's no question we've talked about what a great tactician you are in the ring. As I understand it, you claim you are normally thinking 3, 4, and 5 moves ahead of your opponents.
I've already got my opponent beaten. I never settle with a 1 hold. I have enough counter moves, enough power moves. Will you people be quiet? Enough power moves. I can beat anyone. I'm so far ahead of them, they're not even in the ring with me.
One question, has anyone ever successfully gotten out of the electric chair?
No, not without me pinning them.
Well, again, Susan Sexton, the Superstar, still reigning as Team America. I'll tell you, they're about as popular as you'll find anywhere.
Right. They've been the champions for quite a while. Showed us that they deserve to be the champions.
You know, Sarge, this one should be interesting. Neither one of us have really had the opportunity to talk to Jan Flame, but there's no question she has greatly improved.
She sure has. She's been at the gym and works out every day, real hard, too.
Flame again, that new aggressive is trying to go right to work on Misty Blue, but you got to get him pretty early to fool Misty as Misty reverses it. Now some Flame
line. Flame being smart, getting out of the ring. She didn't like that one.
Discretion is sometimes a better part of valor, or as they say, it's better to be a live chicken than a dead duck.
That's right, that's right.
Misty Blue getting this crowd going. They'd like to see Jan Flame back in the ring, as would Misty Blue.
I'm still amazed, Killer, week after week. Sell out, sell out, sell out. Here in the LPWA.
Finest ladies professional wrestling you will find anywhere in the four corners of the globe. No question about it.
The only ladies professional wrestling.
And Flame picks up Misty, but Misty holds right on. The headlock and takes her right down. Be a while before Flame tries that maneuver again, but Flame shifts, Misty relaxes. She reversed it very quick. What's your head scissors?
Still amazes me. I'm sure it says you, Killer, about those tattoos on them.
Oh. I mean,
I'll
tell you, son, for two reasons. Why would anyone endure the pain? I mean, getting a tattoo is very painful. But, I mean, Flame, tattoos aside, well put together, attractive woman. Why should you do that is beyond me. Now Misty Blue gets up, goes right to the headlock. There's that improvement. That pitches to the Flame. She reverses it, goes into the arm bar and hammers twice at the shoulder, and now throws her down on the mat face first and a boot besides.
I wonder if Flame has been working out with the guys. She looks a lot different.
Could well be. Slam, boot.
More aggressive.
She's more aggressive. And the biggest difference I've noticed is now when she has an opponent going her way, she doesn't relax. She follows right up.
Yeah, big victory here against Misty Blue Sims.
Really blatantly choking her on the second rope.
Really give her a shot at being a champion.
Count of two, but Misty Blue throws her off.
Superstar Sexton takes on all comers.
Flame with a suplex.
That had to hurt a little bit.
Misty Blue, perhaps not aware of Flame's improvement, concentrating more on tag teams, may have been caught taking this one a little too lightly. Wow, Misty caught her there. And what goes around comes around, and Flame gets reintroduced to the mat very quickly.
He sure did.
And now Misty Blue goes up to the second rope.
Whoa! Playing some haymakers in there.
Couple of haymakers. Down she goes.
Took a little hair with her.
Some strands of red hair in the ring now. Misty picks her up a scoop slam. Drops her down.
Goes Misty up for the high fly.
Shades of Jimmy Superfly slick on her. Oh, did she get up in the air? You can count to 10 here. Hooks the leg. Count of 3.
Oh, Misty Blue. I don't care how much Jan Flame's improved, but when somebody comes off the top rope on you, it's not going to take much to pin.
No question. A big improvement by Jan Flame, but Misty Blue showing you the reason why she is, in fact, along with her partner Heidi Lee, the tag team champions in the LPWA Team America. Misty Blue puts another one in the victory column. I'll tell you, Sarge, but they've got their hands full. In a moment, we'll be going to our colleague Bonnie Blackstone, who's going to talk to Team America. And I'm sure one thing on their mind will be none other than the nasty girls. Let's go to Bonnie.
Misty Blue, congratulations. A great victory against Jan Flame. Folks, this is the best the LPWA has to offer. The undisputed tag team champions. Heidi, many challenges coming in. One in particular, the nasty girl, the nasty cat.
Nasty girl and nasty cat don't know how to wrestle. They only know how to cheat, and we're fed up with it. So when we have to wrestle them, they're going to know what wrestling is all about.
They, more than anyone else, seem to want to throw the rule book right out the window. Your response?
My response? If they want to play dirty, we can play dirty too.
All right. Just about anybody, and certainly in there with Leilani Kai. That's about as tough a competitor as you can find. Leilani Kai will do anything to win, and she'll take that rule book and throw it as far out the window as she can if need be.
Seasoned veterans know how to play with the rule book. Seasoned veterans know how to play all the nasty little games. And Leilani Kai, she knows them all.
And Malia Hosaka tried for cross-body block, and it's back to the drawing board. That one didn't work at all. Leilani Kai, well, she tried for a flying elbow drop, but she missed as well. So both wrestlers are 0-1. Malia now connects with a standing drop kick. Ronnie now goes for a leg takedown, does that, and goes right for a toe hold.
one of the things you got to do when you're going in against a veteran, if you're going to take and you're going to make some kind of a move, you got to be sure about exactly which way you're going to go, because veterans have just, they've had every trick pulled on them, and they've pulled the trick themselves.
Certainly here again, Malia Hosaka giving up not only size, experience, but I fear also strength, and it's kind of 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah, right. She had the legs on Leilani Kai earlier when Leilani Kai was stomach down. She should have kept her that way, because that way there was no way that Leilani Kai could have got her hands on her. Now she's still working on the leg, and she's making progress. She's working on the hamstring, but she's putting herself in a jeopardized position because that leg is there. If she can bring it up, or if Malia bends over too far, Leilani Kai is going to get herself a handful of hair and pull her off.
I think one of the keys here, Nick, is Malia Hosaka, a devout student of the martial arts. It's a question of how much martial arts she knows and how much she can put into this match, because I don't think Malia can beat Leilani Kai hold for hold.
No, not at all. She's got the weight in, and basically you're talking about the martial arts, but you're talking about catch as catch can, which is wrestling coming back all the way from the time of the cavemen and the Egyptians. And that means any and every which way you can go. And if it's hair, if it's, my goodness gracious, she's got all these bands around her knees. Quite colorful, but I'd grab a hold of them if I had to at some given point.
And Leilani Kai is certainly not above doing that herself.
Not at all.
But right now, Leilani Kai working on the legs of Malia Hosaka, and I think probably smartly so. You know, so much of the martial arts is dependent upon the legs. Malia Hosaka does the spinning kick so very well. Leilani probably figures early on if she can at least weaken or damage those legs, it'll pretty well negate whatever arsenal, martial arts arsenal, Malia Hosaka has. But whether she does or not, we'll have to wait and see. Right now, she just throws her down to the mat.
Well, there's a tremendous weight difference. Oh, a nice little old surfboard is what it's called. And the point is, there's no question, it's difficult, extremely difficult once someone has this on you to be able to get out of it.
It certainly is, and right now, Leilani Kai now.
You left short, because I guess she was going to go to better planes.
Yeah. Now, she didn't quite have her. Malia now up and over with a bridge of kind of 1.5, but nice move by Malia Hosaka. You know, she's young, but she certainly is very well schooled in the fundamentals. And one thing I've noticed in many of Malia's matches, when she's given an opportunity as Lonnie rolls her over, she takes full advantage of it. She lets very little go by. She's not a tentative wrestler.
No, not at all. Absolutely. Nice body scissors. If your waist isn't small enough, this one will help make it smaller.
And Malia now trying to use those chops and just hammers away at the breadbasket of Leilani Kai, and certainly is able to break the hold. Now Malia trying to turn over perhaps a Boston Crab.
Couldn't hold on to it. That's what you got to do. Make sure, it's kind of like a football player trying to catch the ball. Even though you hear footsteps, get the ball in your hand even though you know you're going to get hit. So in this case,
there again, the one thing, the inexperienced Malia didn't have the Boston Crab, but tried to go back for it about 3 times. And as you know, as fast as sport as wrestling is, if you miss it once, forget it, go on to something else, you won't get a second shot.
Absolutely. And get whatever you're going to go for, and then go from there. I mean, there's no question that Leilani Kai, she got what she was going to go for. She's going to drive her head into the mat if she could, and that's exactly what she did.
Off the ropes they come. Leilani Kai goes with a boot right to the breadbasket of Malia Hosaka. A little slow on the cover, a bit surprising for Leilani Kai. Perhaps Leilani seeming very confident at this point.
Sloppy on her point, and like you said, from a point of confidence. She kind of knew that she's got her hurt, she's got her going. And she's, you might say she's playing with her now.
Right now she's just standing on the foot, referee waiting for Malia to get up, not realizing that Leilani Kai is on her hand on it. Malia there grabbing the legs now, a couple boots to the hamstring area, now trying to set up, it looked for a minute like an Indian death lock. Tries for it again.
She knows what she wants to go for, but whether she doesn't have the strength right now or whatever, I'm not quite sure, but she doesn't quite have exactly what she was going for. That was a scorpion hold. Mr. Saito uses it, a Choshu, some of the Korean wrestlers use it.
And again, Leilani Kai just able to throw her off. I think you said Malia has got a strategy, but just is having a very tough time implementing it. And now Leilani Kai just introducing her head to the turnbuckle.
I guess we should point out that Malia is a college student, and this is one class that we're not quite sure if what kind of credit she's going to get for it.
She's probably right about now. A little sorry she signed up for it. Lani Kai now with a count of 2, but Malia Hosaka able to kick out. Malia about as game as they come. She's scored a couple of big wins in her young career. Oh, there's the spinning kick we talked about earlier.
That's probably the best and strongest move in her arsenal. There it is again. And those are like knockout blows right to the jaw.
Standing drop kick now right to the breadbasket. Malia Hosaka having things her way at the moment, but Lani Kai grabbing her now. Drapes her leg across the lower rope.
Oh, a hyperextension right there on the knee. I mean, this is where somebody can get injured, and they're going to be out of the game for quite some time.
Now, Lani Kai continuing to kick away at the leg of Malia Hosaka, and that knee could snap very easily. Referee ordering the break, but she stopped after every kick.
Well, I guess he's taking a latitude.
Now, wait a minute. Referee was called for the bell. I don't know what he's called. He's ordering Lani Kai off. I think he may have. We'll have to wait for his signal.
Has ended in a disqualification.
Smart move. Referee disqualifying Lani Kai. She refused to break. Kept at it. There's your winner via disqualification.
Great LPWA wrestling action. Introducing first in the corner to my right, weighing in at 163 pounds from Minneapolis, Minnesota. She is Denise Storm.
Dangerous Denise Storm being introduced.
Her opponent hails from Austin, Texas. Weighing in at 210 pounds, she is Susan Green. Referee for this bout is Bruce Kreitzman. Down the ringside for all the action.
Look at this. Dangerous Denise Storm has started out wild. There are 2 big ones and 2 bad ones in the ring today, Joe.
And trying to sneak attack Susan Green. Green's not going to put up with that. Now, Green doesn't even have her jacket off yet, and we're already into this match, Jim.
Brother, I'll tell you what, this is the opening round of the LPWA Japanese Championship Tournament. One of the first round matches, and it's started off with a bang, brother. They are going nuts. Dangerous Denise Storm, my favorite in the tournament. I think she's going to take it. But Susan Green, the big cowgirl from Texas, she is going to do everything in her power to make this a Donnybrook and to go on and advance to the second round.
All right, they're outside the ring right now. The referee is tolling the count. Whoa. But Denise Storm was just running at first. And then Susan Green runs into that steel metal pole shoulder first. And now it's which one got hurt the worst. It looks like most of the damage went to Susan Green on this. And now Denise Storm just throws her in again.
Brother, I tell you what. Dangerous Denise started it out. Susan Green retaliated, but now Denise has gained the advantage when Susan Green went shoulder first into that ring post. And right now, finally back in the ring. That referee, he's not only a customer of the Hair Club for Men, but he's also the president.
Susan Green is in some trouble right now. Denise Storm attacked from behind to start the match. Green had quite a nice comeback outside the ring, but she took 2 times she went into that ring post. But it looks like now she's trying to come back once more. Whoa! That's 3 times she's been able to nail Denise Storm before Denise could get anything in.
That last boot may have caught her a little low. Don't know whether it matters. But Susan Green, so far, has been able to hold her own despite having been run into that ring post.
Denise, now what was she doing to her boot just now, Jim?
John, she must have been tying her boot. I don't know what she was doing. Maybe her boot came untied. That's the only thing I can imagine.
So she just took a time out there in the middle of the ring to tie it back, right?
Well, it's very dangerous. Didn't your mother ever tell you to keep your shoes tied? You could trip and break your neck. Right now, referee Bruce Kreitzman checking to see whether or not Susan Green wants to submit.
Hey, come on, break it up. 1, 2, 3.
Blatant chokehold. The referee trying to count Denise Storm off, but every time she lets go, she goes right back to it. Now she's pulling Storm up. Heel Storm brings her over, and you notice that she's got her by the hair as she's doing it. That's twice. Now she's going after the arm of Susan Green.
Oh, you can hear them screaming, Joe. They're giving it everything they've got. First round match. Whoever wins this match has to go on, and if they want to win the tournament, has to wrestle and win twice more.
All right,
today.
You mentioned earlier that right here on the Super Ladies Showdown, whoever wins this Japanese title of the LPWA is going to have to win 3 matches today. I mean, think about that. 3 times in one day, they're going to have to be victorious to walk away with that title.
That's exactly right. And see, you see Dangerous Denise once again trying to tie her boots because she seems to be having a little problem with her equipment. But she's got Susan Green locked up.
Come on, Susan, what do you say? You give it up.
Susan in the armbar, Dangerous Denise.
All right, Denise.
I love that angle.
Yeah, she's pulling her up by the hair. Throws Green in, comes off with a huge clothesline that took Susan Green to the mat. And now Denise Storm trying for a cover. She doesn't get it. Susan Green is not ready. And look at there. You're right. I do believe her bootlaces are untied.
Sure are. And brother, now she's going up the top rope. She's going to the top. This is her big move. Her gut shot. Susan Green caught her in the gut.
Well, I think Denise Storm thought that Susan Green was hurt more than she was and went for that big move off the top rope. Susan Green, though,
she's throwing her right out of the ring, right out on the floor.
Now, there she goes. Now we see that she is tying that bootlace.
The referee telling Susan Green she's going to have to back up and let Denise get back in the ring.
Wait a minute. She's doing more than tying a bootlace.
What would she be doing? I have no idea.
Susan Green tying up with a referee. In the meantime, Denise Storm getting some rest on the outside, but now Green goes after Storm.
Susan Green bringing Denise Storm back in the ring the hard way. Has her backed up in the ropes. Sends her off across the ring. And a big backdrop.
Denise Storm down. You know, a lot of controversy in the wrestling world over who is Rush Limbaugh's favorite woman wrestler. Is it Denise Storm or Terry Power? And that's something maybe we ought to try to ask Rush. I know he's a big LPWA fan, and we ought to try and find out because a lot of people say Denise Storm is his favorite wrestler.
Well, you know, Rush Limbaugh has the EIB network while I'm starting my EIW, Excellence in Wrestling Network.
Right
Joe,
here.
don't expect to be a part of it.
Right here in the LPWA is a tremendous place if you're going to show excellence. Look at this.
She's pulling her hair out by the roots.
The referee just yanked Susan Green back. And now Susan Green and the referee are getting into it. In the meantime, over in the corner. Wait a minute. I knew she was doing more than just tying up her boot. She's got a chain.
Bingo! Holy
She had a chain and now just throws it away.
Referee didn't see it. 2, 3.
I knew she was up to more than just tying her boot. Like she had a chain in that boot. The winner of the match.
Dangerous Denise Storm has won the first round. Susan Green prone on the mat. She is not colder than a fish. She looks like a Mrs. Paul's filet.
I knew all of those times she was going down to that boot. I knew that she was trying to do more than just lace up those boot straps. She had a chain in her boot, and she just used it to lay out Susan Green. And let me tell you something. The referee needs to keep a closer eye on Denise Storm and the rest.
I'll tell you, on the other side, you talk about a couple of wrestling legends, if you will. The Glamour Girls, Leilani Kai and Judy Martin, a very formidable tag team. Leilani Kai wrestling single in this one, and her tag team partner, Judy Martin, coming out, I guess, to counterpoint Exotic Adrian. Well, it looks like it's going to be Leilani Kai and Miss Linda.
Well, you know, Leilani and Judy are great tag team wrestlers. I'm not too sure how good they are singly. We'll find out.
Well, we will find out. I'll tell you, I know one thing for certain. Exotic Adrian, if any of you have had the opportunity to call in on our 900 number, 1-900-234-LPWA, and Exotic Adrian is never at a loss for words.
That's for sure. I went out to dinner with him last night. Never stopped talking. I don't know how he got it.
Wait. You went out to dinner with Exotic Adrian?
Yes, it was quite a time, Killer.
You didn't go dancing after anything.
Just a two-step.
Leilani Kai and Miss Linda in the ring. There's almost as much action outside the ring with Exotic Adrian.
I've been in training camps with Leilani Kai, and when she hits you, you know it's been hit.
Oh, they are two of the very best. And I'll tell you, with that tag team tournament, the Glamour girls, Leilani Kai and Judy Martin, were very quick to enter. Now Miss Linda takes Leilani Kai down, goes for a step over toe hold.
We can talk about how good Judy Martin and Leilani Kai are, but Miss Linda is one of the best.
There's no question. By the way, we should mention, and we hope to get into this at some point, Miss Linda and Exotic Adrian are the current reigning mixed tag team champions.
I wonder what their children look like, Killer.
I wouldn't want to venture a guess. Look at this.
What a move.
What a move by Miss Linda. If there's any doubt as to Miss Linda's wrestling ability, it's being answered very quickly indeed.
Well, Miss Linda's been in a lot of training with her husband, and should be pretty interesting to see what happens.
You see Exotic Adrian hopping and dancing around. He certainly is enjoying the ongoings right now as Miss Linda's in control. I can't help but think Exotic Adrian would like to be in the ring himself. There's a good look at Judy Martin at ringside. What a great wrestling name she is in her own right. Up and over, Miss Linda holds right onto the headlock. And now Leilani Kai was able to wriggle out and reverse it, goes into a headlock of her own, that head scissors. You talk about some powerful legs indeed. Miss Linda trying to work her way over the ropes, hoping to get referee Jesse Hernandez to order a break. Judy Martin was not to let this opportunity go unattended to. Exotic Adrian a little upset. Now Leilani Kai with a boot right to the throat of Miss Linda.
Cameras were a little slow there, but Judy Martin could have got caught red-handed there. She was blatantly choking Miss Linda.
Leilani Kai out a boot to the midsection. I don't think anyone is better at looking as innocent as Judy Martin is. Now we'll wait, Leilani Kai using the hair. Now look at Judy Martin just nonchalantly grabbing the hair. As we're getting a close-up look, she's trying to pull her right out of the ring. She's trying to get a handful of hair. Judy Martin trying to do her own form of a scalp job on Miss Linda. Exotic Adrian now coming over. We've got a little Donnybrook going on outside the ring.
You can tell. You can always tell a good tag team. They're working together even a single match.
Exactly. They've been together a long, long time. What a great move by Leilani Kai. Almost had a count of two as she bridged over, had all her weight behind her.
Well, you know, Leilani's from Hawaii, and going up and down those trees and running on the beach sure gave her a good pair of legs.
It did indeed. Leilani Kai firmly in control. Miss Linda ducks down. Flying cross body block. Kind of one, two. But Leilani Kai able to kick out. I think that caught her by surprise. Goes to the midsection of Miss Linda.
I think they put a dent in Pat Blue Ribbon sign there on that one.
Now, Leilani Kai missed. Judy Martin visibly upset right in front of us at ringside. As that can rearrange a couple vertebrae, no question about it. This is a great matchup indeed. Every bit of what we thought it was. There's a close-up look at the very colorful Exotic Adrian. 1, 2.
Wow, what a forearm.
Forearm right to the sternum area. And again, Miss Linda goes to work. Now Leilani Kai. Down at 2, Leilani Kai able to kick out.
I tell you, it's hard to see Miss Linda in this ring after I was out with her last night for dinner. She's really a different person here.
Oh, Miss Linda was along with you.
Oh, of course.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. I was getting a little worried, Cyrus.
What a catapult. Right on the midsection of Leilani Kai. She's hurt. She's looking for a tag, but she's in a single match.
Right, she's forgetting. I think Judy Martin would love to tag and get in. Now Miss Linda setting her up for a slingshot.
She's trying to get out of the ring, and Miss Linda could have brought her up on that first rope. Thought better of it.
Punch to the midsection. Leilani Kai, a very crafty veteran. I think she was playing a little possum.
carpet there. There's nothing other than carpet but concrete.
There's no giving that whatsoever.
Not that the ring is any softer.
I'll tell you, this match has been everything we thought it would be. Miss Linda catches Leilani Kai, and Miss Linda's back in control, off the ropes again. Elbow right to the chest area. Miss Linda goes for cover. Wait a minute. Judy Martin coming in the ring. Now she's got no business in that ring.
I don't know what she's trying to do. I think she's trying to delay some time. Leilani Kai. Oh, I see what she's doing.
There's what she was waiting for. And boot right to the back of the head of Miss Linda.
Really cagey veteran.
Now Leilani Kai and Miss Linda, they're wrapped up in the ropes. Now look at Judy Martin again pulling Miss Linda out of the rope. Out of the ring. She goes to work on her again. Right here at ringside. Shot right to the chest area. Judy Martin and Leilani Kai double pitting Miss Linda. And here comes Exotic Adrian. He's got both the Glamour Girl and he knocks heads and Judy Martin comes right out on our table. Referee calling for the balance. This one is what you call very out of control. The definition in the dictionary would probably say, see Terry Power. She's burst upon the professional wrestling scene, burst upon the LPWA, captured the fans, captured the media, has wrestlers all over the world talking about her, and so far, one other very important point, nobody has beaten her.
Plus, she's standing in the ring right now with a veteran. The veteran's looking at her, trying to be a bit disdainful, but I think she's really looking at her, realizing just all the things you said are true.
And talk about an awesome physique. I mean, even right there, look at the upper arms, the forearms of Terry Power. And Leilani Kai has got to be thinking, you know, what do I do with this? Right now she goes for a hammerlock. One thing for certain, Leilani Kai will have to call on every bit of experience she has gained over the years inside that ring to handle Terry Power. Look at the arms.
Yeah, she may have to take and pull a few nasty tricks out of her bag that she has never used before. Boy, if she used them a long time ago, better get with it.
Power pulls her right down. No hair, no trunks, just pure power. Leilani Kai uses the trunk to pull her over. Count of one. Power is able to kick back.
She is. Got that side headlock, and she's squeezing.
Oh, you bet.
All she can get out of it.
Look at the power, the bulging biceps on Terry Power. About, I would have to say, perhaps the brightest young star to come into professional wrestling in a long, long time. And it's just something, or a mere presence or something about it. The fans just go wild.
Well, the thing is, they seem to sense, they seem to know that she's one of the new stars, and probably physically as impressive. Just her body, and how well conditioned it is, and how strong looking she is. More so than a lot of the women wrestlers in the past 5-10 years that I've seen.
Oh, exactly. As Leilani Kai holds on. Now she's going into an armbar, takes it into an armbar. She's trying to soften up that elbow. Boy, I'll tell you, she's putting a lot of pain on that elbow of Terry Power. Power now works her way up to her feet. Leilani Kai shifts into a reverse chin lock.
Of course, I think what Leilani Kai wants to do is she doesn't want to have to match strength. Of course, the surfboard here, this is something that is tremendously leverage-oriented for Leilani Kai, and can more than offset all the power that Terry Power has got.
Oh, a lot of times you speculate, you like to look 6 months, a year down the road, who might be the future champions. And in my book, Terry Power will have to be near the top of any list you want to draw up.
She surely will. I expect to see great things out of her next year.
She's got the size, she's got the strength, she's got surprising quickness, and we have both talked to her. One of the best attitudes I think I've seen in a long time. All she wants to do is learn. And right now, Leilani Kai, I think, is trying to match, put on every hold she can find. I think nothing else to baffle Terry Power. Now it goes to a drop toe hold, takes her down.
Just, of course, you saw a demonstration there by one of the masters of the game in Leilani Kai. She went from a reverse headlock, side headlock, hammer lock, drop toe hold, and now she's got the legs. And of course, again, it's a smart move on her part. The powerful people in the wrestling game can't do that much when they're flat down on the mat.
Right, exactly.
So far, it's been more Lonnie Kai than Terry Power, but Lonnie Kai certainly has the years of experience. Lonnie Kai and Judy Martin at one time, former World's Tag Team Champions, so that tells you the caliber of opponent Terry Power's in. So far, Terry Power's still undefeated. Lonnie Kai, I don't think wants to. She will not win a test of strength. Look at the arms, biceps, forearms, triceps, the development on Terry Power. That is absolutely unbelievable.
I guess I'd want to have to say at this point that along with all the other muscles in the body, the gluteus maximus seems to be as well conditioned as the rest.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how many hours a day she spends in the gym, but I guarantee she's in there 7 days a week. Lonnie Kai uses that girth of hers, just a belly pump more so than anything else. Didn't do a lot of damage to Terry Power, but it did break the hold. Now here again, the situation, the longer Terry Power is in with someone, Lonnie Kai spins around, takes her right down with a snap mare, but Power turns right around, goes to a head scissors. And you can see that the legs are as well developed as the arms and upper body of Terry Power. But as I started saying, Nick, the longer Terry Power is in with an opponent, the likes the experience of Lonnie Kai. In her own mind, she's got to be saying, hey, I'm in here and I'm holding my own with this gal.
Absolutely, there's no question. When somebody who is a neophyte, such as Terry, she realizes when she's in there with somebody like Lonnie Kai, that, plus she's learning. I mean,
sure.
I mean, even when you get whipped, in fact, I think you learn more when you lose a match or you lose a game. You learn more about yourself, regardless of what the sport is, than when you win. Because you're basking in the glory of the victory. When you lose, you're just sitting there thinking desperately about everything you did, every move you made, good, bad, or indifferent.
Right now, Lonnie Kai back in control. Power just comes in and just nails her. Picks her up, scoop, slam like nothing. Slams Kai down to the mat. Power right in there, picks her up. If it works once, it'll certainly work again. Picks her up and spins her around and slams her down. I bet Lonnie Kai hasn't had that done to her in a while. Now it goes right to that headlock, but Kai able to grab a handful of hair.
Terry Power showed just then, Ken, her lack of experience. She gave her 2 good slams and didn't really do to her what she needed to do. Now let's see if she can take advantage of this.
Power goes up the second rope. Clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. All right. That tremendous power of Terry.
And another team that doesn't back down for anybody and wants to be the champions is the Glamour Girls.
Judy Martin takes the cheap shot right off the bat at Mr. Blue. Referee calls for the bell, and this one starts right on. We've got all 4 of them in the ring. Mr. Blue and Heidi Lee right now in control. Crowd loving it. Off the ropes comes Lonnie Kai. Right, off money block. Kind of 1, kind of 2. I don't know who's supposed to be in the ring and who isn't, Sarge.
Yeah, they're going to run into each other here.
I don't think the referee Mr. Hernandez knows either.
See, the absence of the sheet, you must really be dishing it out to
Rusty the Fox. Mr. Blue goes flying out of the ring. Here's Judy Martin. Judy Martin comes back and hammers Heidi Lee. Now out goes Heidi Lee.
I tell you, I don't think the Glamour Girls really need much help from the Sheik.
No, they really don't. Off the rope, double clothesline.
Whoa.
Another knee from Judy Martin and Mr. Blue. She continues to get hammered away now on Heidi Lee.
I tell you, the Team America coming off a tough battle a few weeks ago against Nasty Girls.
Judy Martin blatantly just choking Heidi Lee. Evidently, we have decided it's going to be Judy Martin and Heidi Lee. Now Mr. Blue gets in the ring again. And she goes right back out the ring. Judy Martin just taking care of business to the nth degree. Oh, Heidi Lee ducked down. Oh, she hits Judy Martin with a clothesline. Right now,
tag, but nobody was there.
Well, really, Mr. Blue in no condition to come in the ring right now. Lonnie Kai, you want a tag? I'll give her some help in. Lonnie Kai gets a trip from Heidi Lee airlock. She sails across the ring. It works once, it works twice.
They're taking a hike.
Lonnie Kai goes out. Oh, we got all 4 again.
No love lost here, I can see.
Team America certainly in high gear.
Oh.
Down goes Heidi Lee with a slingshot off the top rope. Misty Blue and Lonnie Kai having had it outside the ring. Judy Martin and Heidi Lee inside the ring.
He's having a hard time controlling this one, Killer.
Now, Heidi Lee
tie into the ring post.
Gosh. Just when Team America thought they were out of the frying pan, here comes the fire.
Into the fire. Now things have certainly settled down a little bit. We're still trying to find out.
Disqualified.
There it is. Referee Jesse Hernandez throws both teams out.
Hands are on their feet.
Team America retains the title, but still take quite a beating.
They don't look like they're feeling too well right now.
No, we're still going at it. The Glamour Girls wanting a piece of the referee at this point. Our colleague Bonnie Blackstone is making her way over. She's going to try and get a word in with a very tired Team America.
Unfortunately, both teams counted out in this one. Ladies, Heidi, Misty, what were you thinking out here?
Thinking? I don't care what I was thinking. I want to know what is going on. What are they thinking? What do you think?
Well, as I know, it's from watching the Glamour Girls. They get in there, intimidate all the other girls, and we're not going to put up with it. All they know is dirty tricks, and I'm not going to take it, and neither's my partner.
Many people feel like you might be trying a little bit too hard. I mean, you never take a rest.
No, we're not trying too hard. Never.
You trying too hard?
Well, we're trying as hard as we can, but whatever they wanted to shout, we're going to take it. And remember, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
All right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander here in the LPWA. We'll be back with more excitement after you see this.
And it may start out as Heidi Lee against Nasty Cat, but I wouldn't be so sure it doesn't end up being a drop kick by Heidi Lee Morgan.
Could be an all-out battle brawl.
Heidi Lee goes right to work on Nasty Cat, goes for a quick cover. Still a lot of controversy, Sarge. Last week, I understand Commissioner Wally Carbo even received a congratulatory phone call from our executive producer, Laurel Greenberg, who was so pleased that he took the impetus to reverse that decision to disqualify Bad Black and Beautiful. Even Laurel Greenberg is not a B.B.B fan.
That's right. That's right.
That's almost as exciting as getting a call from the White House.
He's an all-American guy. He likes the Team America.
He's never called you, has he?
Every day.
Yeah, why did you call me?
I have nothing to say to you.
Count it two. Now, Heidi Lee goes right back to the armbar on Nasty Cat. Look at this. Flying head scissors, but the Nasty Waitress is able to throw it right off.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Referee Eddie Shark has his hands full. Nasty Cat tries to drive Heidi Lee right through that LPWA insignia. And power slam. I tell you, we sometimes forget that Nasty Girls are very accomplished wrestlers in their own right. And excellent tacticians. Oh, nice drop toe hold.
Beautiful move.
Now she goes right into the surfboard, and she's sitting right across the lower back of Heidi Lee. Almost a rest period for Nasty Cat. Heidi Lee has got to work her feet to get out of this hole. There you see Misty Blue at ringside, very concerned.
Nasty Girls want to make sure that they get another title match.
Well,
a victory here tonight.
A win over Heidi Lee and a single would certainly put the Nasty Girls in line, like their tactics or not.
Also waiting in line, Bad Black and Beautiful.
And the Glamour Girls.
And the Glamour Girls.
Although, you know, realistically, Bad Black and Beautiful should be at the bottom of the list. They've been disqualified the last 2 times, so the matches go down as losses.
That's true, but the fans want to see it.
I think I do too, to be perfectly honest.
Everybody would like to see that one. It was just the best.
Although I would hate to even think about what would happen if Bad Black and Beautiful were tag team champions.
People are shouting USA, trying to get behind Heidi Lee Morgan here.
And it's certainly doing the job as Heidi Lee comes roaring to her feet. Picks Nasty Cat up, gets her up to the slam. Heidi Lee now, she's going up top. All the way to the top. She likes to fly like an eagle. She has the opportunity. And she does that. Oh, drop kick. Just flew up in the ring apron, urging her partner on. Now look at Nasty Linda coming in. She turns Heidi Lee over. And she's holding her down outside the ring. Referee doesn't see it. Oh, no. No.
but now we're going to find out one way or the other.
Well, I don't know what she means by changing her ways. I hope she doesn't change her wrestling style because it's always been great. No, she sticks with it.
Well, we'll find out.
This should be a real good match with the Lonnie Kai.
It should.
Two of the best wrestlers in the world right here.
Lonnie takes her down, arm drag takedown. Superstar turns it right around, hooks a leg scissors on the head, and Superstar breaks.
Get the style of the European, who's better than that than Superstar. You got the American style, who's better than that than Lonnie Kai.
Test his strength, and look at Superstar, just rolls right out, comes up with the leverage. Very clean, very scientific, and very successful.
I haven't seen anything different in her style so far.
Well, the referee asked her to break once. She broke cleanly instead of a boot to the midsection on the test straight. She just rolled right underneath.
Well, the match is just started.
We'll have to wait and see. Lonnie got a couple shoulder blocks, not breaking.
A couple of those could put some boots into the head.
Now Lonnie with a reverse armbar. Twisting around, Superstar. Just runs it around, somersaults. Now look at that. Reverses it very cleanly, very expertly. And it's over.
Good move. Excellent move. Used all the leverage of her back and her legs right there.
Superstar is one of the greatest tacticians around. No one's ever questioned that. But so far in this one, she's going at it in a little different vein.
Well, she's going to have a lot more different opponents now also because of her new way of life, as we say.
Well, we'll wait and see if it continues again. Very scientific.
She's a top gun fighter. They're all gunning for her.
She is a top gun, no question. And I've got to say, in the last couple of weeks, other than Ken's Corner, when our paths have crossed, she has been very pleasant to talk to.
Wouldn't it be nice to see her and Shelley Francis team up and go against the tag team champion?
What a dream team that would be, or more importantly, against a couple of Sheiks, TERRI.
Yeah, the Glamour girls are even mad, black, and beautiful. Not to forget the nasty girls.
Exactly. Referee checking with Lonnie Kai. I don't think she's about to give it up this early.
This kind of match is a pleasure to watch.
It really is.
You got two chessboards right here. Lonnie Kai's got about 3 moves she's thinking about. Susan Sexton's got about 3 moves she's thinking about.
Lonnie Kai, I'm sure, will begin to work her way to her feet. Susan, knee drop. Painful and certainly very legal. Now, there you see Lonnie Kai talking about. She waited for the opportunity, worked her way up, and went right through a hammerlock. Superstar Sexton now works her way to her feet. Again, some very startling news this week in Dressing Room Report. If you haven't already done so, do give us a call, 1-900-234-LPWA. And again, a reminder that these wrestling matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated. This broadcast or reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited. What's up, look at Lonnie Kai grabbing a handful of the champion's hair. Back to Lonnie Kai into a bridge, trying to get a count of 3, but all she can get is 1 as the Superstar is able to roll out. Now the Superstar grabs her leg and takes her down. Goes into a step over toe. Look at that. Wraps her right around. Takes her for a ride.
People with their feet on that one. He's going to do it again.
If it worked once, no reason it won't work again. Back down to the mat, slams with Lonnie Kai.
On the leg, and it also is not too good for the back of the head when you come back down.
Now, I am very, very impressed with the Superstar so far. Sets Lonnie up for a slingshot. Whoa, across the ring she flies.
See what she's going to do here. Turnbuckle.
Into the turnbuckle. Whoa. Superstar sensed that Lonnie Kai may have been playing Boston, slowed down and got caught. Couple of forearms. Headbutt now. Oh, Fell's the champion.
Champion's down. Could be up. Oh, just a 1 count. Shouldn't take more than that to beat the champ.
Oh, and Lonnie Kai with some knee right to the breadbasket. Oh.
Morgan and Brown kind of sound alike.
I wonder what school he didn't go to.
Must have been hard knocks. We got a good match here. The champions.
I tell you, the crowd, anytime Team America sets foot in the ring, the crowd really gets behind them.
You don't realize how big Brittany is, though. You see her get in the ring against someone like Misty Boo Simpson, who's not the smallest woman in the world.
No. Really quick cover. Ground well over 6 feet. Real takedown. Misty Boo now. She's going to take it forward. She's out. I don't know if she can
I can see Misty's thought trying to wear the big one down with her legs. Weaken the post and the building comes down. Good thing the referee's back was turned on that. I think off the top rope with the disqualification here, isn't it?
The long legs of Brittany Brown is able to shift the weight around. She was able to roll out of it. Heidi now with a hammer on.
Needs to get to a corner tag. Brittany does.
Brittany was able to reverse it. Now again trying to make her way over. Dan Flame had a hand up.
That's where the tag team champions are so good. They tag in and out. Their team.
There's a big kick Heidi in the back. Now again, I think Brittany made a mistake. She could have easily tagged out to Jan Flame, but opted not to do so. Oh, takes Heidi down. Brittany thought she was going to get a cover with that simple takedown over Heidi Lee. She's sadly mistaken.
That's right. It'll take more than that.
Now she takes Heidi Lee over by the hair. Now, here's Flame.
Not one of the favorite wrestlers here. She wants to be noticed. It's like a wrestler blonding his hair. He wants to be noticed.
offered to team up with Rusty Fox. So now this is our first look at Rusty in with Judy Martin.
It'll be interesting to see how Rusty Fox does here.
Head back right into the corner. This could feel good for Rusty
Watch
Fox.
out for a big punch here. What?
Judy Martin breaking clean.
Whoa.
Now, I don't exactly know what that means. I'd be a little suspect. Maybe she's just setting her up for what possible. Like a match. Now, wait a minute. 2 times in a row, Judy Martin has broke clean as a whistle.
like that.
You're another one. You said Rusty boxed up the whole time and didn't Kelly Francis. How low can you be?
It is not low. This is just a fun Ken. I had to get him to my wing. I had to play all this thing, Mr. Rush. Hey, you like it now? You like it?
Sheik, I'm not okay. See, this is even lower than I thought you would sing.
Don't you